Junk to yourself, then. You're the one who seems like you have trouble keeping your junk to yourself. If you know what I mean. I apologize if I aroused you from some deep slumber. Slumber. Long sleep. But now is the waking. Oh, she's woke. Growth. Time of birth. The time of birth approaches. And she's preggers! Congratulations! I hear Sherm. I hear Sherm. Sherm, baby, I'm coming. Sherm, sweetie. Sherm. Sherm. Sherma. I found healing supplies, but then the way back collapsed, and I heard moaning from the dark. Oh, how thankful I am to see you. Hold your gratitude, little one. The dead are stirring. Sherm, baby, stay behind me. It's going to be okay. Close your eyes. Mommy's going to make the bad men go to sleep, okay? Hardcore!
Skibbity, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
Excuse me, what? I feel like I just got hit in the face. A skibbity-skibberdanger? How old is this game? Is this before Skibbity Toilet? I can't. Hold up. Wait.
Okay, so I was worried about your unwashed hand, but now I'm worried that everyone here knows who I am.
Nah, brother. It's Kapu. Need to know basis, and Roy need to know.
Okay, good.
I don't want to come pick up your soup or fix them for the SDN.
Cool. You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro. I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only.
Oh, no.
Even for
Please wash your
steak, I do like
hands.
this.
Please wash your hands, buddy. And don't show me that. Don't show me the humping motion.
Can you show me again? I don't think I got it.
And they still haven't managed to solve those horrible psychotic breakdown episodes, have they?
Well, I mean, I haven't managed to solve my horrible psychotic breakdown episodes, so I can't really blame them.
Now then.
I mean, honestly, class, a half hour, a full half hour to eat this burger? Do they not ever have any Americans visiting this shop? I feel like I could eat this and some fries in that half hour.
If the IPC has any reservations.
Oh, I don't care if the IPC has any reservations. The IPC can IPC these nuts. That's At the ninth bell toll, send 20 measures, 2 beats, smoke rock. I'm not gonna smoke rock. What are you, crazy? I don't do that anymore. Dang, look at that. Look at that figure she's got. Oh, I'm gonna skong! Oh! Oh, it's a VCR tape. It's a VCR cassette, class. Now you see, a VCR is an ancient technology where inside of a plastic shell would be a spool of magnetic tape. And on this magnetic tape would be inscribed audio-visual information. And you would put it into a special device that would be connected to a monitor, and it would be able to play this audio-visual information. Yeah. Extremely primitive technology. Phantom thieves don't murder. But I'm not a phantom thief. I'm Mr. Aegis. And if necessary, I do murder. I have killed. I will kill again. Again, just like America, you can't just sleep anywhere, you have to pay. A smith, hardly so crude. We are forged, daughter. How can a pointy bug not tell? Don't call me a pointy bug. I'm a spider. I'm a proud spider. Then we'll construct them. But you'll provide the materials and compensation for our time. I will always pay you for your labor. I will never ask for free labor. But I don't actually have any money for you. Yeah, that's Kafka. She turned herself into a bug or something. I don't know.
Precisely.
Yeah, it was some kind of anamorph-like thing. She turned herself into a roach. It's a long story. I haven't read it in a long time. Okay, I understand that you're talking about Akechi. Akechi is a high school student. You should not be talking about having the hots for a high school student. You are grown men. That's troubling. That's and that hat is almost as bad. Almost. She sits side saddle on the worm. She rides worm side saddle. Do with that information what you will. And she was raised in a cultured environment. She was given a proper upbringing by the white lady. Well, the white lady's not the most proper lady, but she was, given good breeding. I shouldn't say things like that. That'll get misconstrued. She does have good breeding, though. We need to just stop trying to change these people's hearts. I mean, I know justice and all that, but let's just start killing these people. Sometimes you have to kill people for good things to happen. See, people say violence is not the answer. I disagree. Sometimes violence is the answer. Sometimes violence puts food on the table. Sometimes violence protects the people you care about. Sometimes violence removes evil people. Violence. Give it a chance. Look at how sad I look. Jeez. What a sad, pathetic look on my face. He's just like me, for real.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Find your seats. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Mr. Aegis, and I will be your teacher for this lesson. I hope you're all doing well. It's the weekend. It's the best time of the week. And you made it to Saturday. Congratulations. Hello, Henry Bear. Hello, Frank. Hello, Selly. It's great to have you with us this evening. We've got a very special lesson planned for you. Braden Levy is on a 10-stream streak. Congratulations, you're setting the record. Leading the pace, leading the pack. Congratulations. Say hello to Moki and Ori, the ferrets, sitting on my shoulders right here and on the screen over there. They've been doing pretty well lately. Ever since Ori had been a little sick a few weeks ago, she's been doing a lot better. I hope you're doing pretty well. Hope your week went good. Tell me about it. Tell me how things are going. Tell me what you did this week. I did a lot of cleaning because I had let the house get pretty messy. We will just wait a few moments for the stragglers to come on in before we start our lesson. But we'll be talking about sleep health. One of the most key foundational things that you can do for your physical and mental health and well-being. Pretty boring week for you, Braden. D&D got canceled. Dang. What did D&D do wrong to get canceled? I have not played a lot of D&D. Just a few sessions. Would certainly like to do it some more. I actually just finished a new Baldur's Gate playthrough. Me and Minthara ended up ruling the world. Me and my evil drow girlfriend. We decided that we were the best people to rule the world. But you're going out to a culture festival tomorrow with your partner. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a really good time. That's the kind of thing that I would like to do, which I should do more. Ever since I moved out to a more rural area, it's been more difficult, but it's nice to get back into the city and do stuff. We'll also play some Persona. We'll continue our Persona 5 playthrough after we finish our lesson. Because we gotta finish the story so that we can start Kingdom Hearts for the first time. Bread raid. The bread is coming? Bread! It's what's for dinner. Come on in, bread. Let's give it the old drum roll. Demon Warrior, thank you so much for dropping in and letting us know in advance of the bread raid so that we can brace ourselves. Frankie say, if you sleep 18 hours like your cat, how would you feel? I mean, you might feel pretty good, but you might feel pretty bad, actually. The bread is indeed here. Rita Kamashiro has brought the bread. You've brought the unlimited soup salad and breadsticks from the RK Angel Olive Garden. Thanks so much for coming on in. It's great to have you with us. Make sure to go follow our good friend Rita Kamashiro at both YouTube and Twitch. What were you up to? Playing some more Xenogears? I'm just taking a guess. That's probably what it was, though. Oh! 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 Oh, the dodgeballs. What a fantastic sound, right? God, the dodgeballs hitting you in the face. There's just that classic dodgeball sound that can't be replicated. And the feel of it impacting my face. But yeah, make sure to get yourself some refreshment after your stream. You had a sleep lecture recently in your psych class. Very helpful reminders, absolutely. Oh, what is it now? Ouch! I got bonked. But I guess an apple a day does... I mean, it doesn't keep the teacher away. That actually sort of brings the teacher back. Thankfully, I'm not your doctor. That is correct, T&D. Yes, yes. Henry Bear, you're doing more or less a lot of drawing this week. That's fantastic. I wonder if I should do another Baldur's Gate playthrough. I don't know. It's such a long process, but I am looking forward to Kingdom Hearts. That's going to be fantastic. I have never, ever played it. I've barely even seen anyone else play it, so it'll be a brand new experience for me. But why don't we head to the classroom so that we can get this lesson started, shall we? There we are. Welcome to my classroom, everyone. It's great to have you with me here today. We're going to have a great conversation about sleep health. First, of course, we have to go through a few announcements, just a few. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Mr. Aegis. I'm a health teacher in the real world. I'm a state-licensed health teacher with a master's degree in kinesiology. And we give health and wellness lessons in our streams. Usually once a week, once every 2 weeks, along with some classic gaming, some retro stuff, first-time playthroughs. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you like a little substantive content in your education, or in your VTubing streams, drop us a follow and join our little learning community here and hit me with dodgeballs and spitballs. Just a few reminders. Mind the class rules. Be good to each other. Use your redeems at your leisure. That's what they're there for. I'm used to being interrupted. I'm a teacher. You can make as many clips as you like. You can just use exclamation point clip if you want. Make sure to ask any questions you have. Give feedback. As for subs and donations, remember that you owe me nothing. No educational content will ever be gatekept by paywalls. If you want to use your free Amazon Prime subscription, by all means do that. You've already given Jeff Bezos your money. You might as well get something out of it. But any subs or donations, all that money goes back into the channel and to my little ferrets right here on my shoulders. My little guys. These little noodles right here. Our class pets, our class mascots. Pick your stream avatar, which I did not start up yet, but I'm glad I have this on here to remind myself. We'll get that launched, but when that launches, you can pick your stream avatar. Most importantly, though, have fun, follow along, share what we do with others. share educational content. Of course, I am also a member of the Knowledge Fellowship, an educational streamer collective whose goal is to educate, inspire, and empower. There is always someone on the Knowledge Fellowship streaming something cool and interesting, from programming, math help, physics, astronomy. There's astrobiologists. There's a volcanologist. There's all kinds of fantastic educational stuff. That's in the stream team. You can see in my About section. Oh, yeah, I was muted for some reason. We're going to do our breathing exercise because we always do a breathing exercise before every lesson. It's just that important. If you don't breathe, you die, and you might as well breathe well. So the first thing I want you to do is sit up straight, no shrimping. Be like the good Mr. Aegis. Be like the good Mr. Aegis. For some reason, cosplaying is Hornet over here. Sully, Mr. Aegis is shredded. I mean, kind of. I was recently. I've been bulking for some reason. I don't know why I was doing that in the summer. But yes, be like the good Mr. Aegis. No shrimping. Sit up straight. Because we're going to do 1 minute. That's all you need to do is take 1 minute to do this breathing exercise with me. I want you to take one hand, or paw, or claw, or talon, or tentacle, whatever it is that you have on the end of a limb, and put it over your heart. Put it over your chest. And then I want you to take the other hand, or paw, or claw, or talon, or tentacle, or hoof, or prehensile tail, something that you have on the end of another limb, and put it over your diaphragm, right over your belly. Because we want to feel ourselves pull that air down deep. We're going to take just 3 breaths in through the nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold it gently for 5 seconds. And then we're going to exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Sally's having a healthy snack, cottage cheese curds in chocolate glaze right now. Cottage cheese and chocolate, I've never seen that before. I know Richard Nixon used to eat cottage cheese with peaches. I actually have a sea salt and caramel chocolate bar with me. That's going to be my snack at our next break. But here's a helpful little gift to help you follow along. We're going to do this breathing exercise, so really follow along with me. When the little pink ball gets to the top, we'll begin, and I will help you count it out. It's only 3 deep breaths. Just a minute. And I'll tell you why it's so important right after. All right, ready? Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. And exhale nice and slow all the way out. And then breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. And exhale slowly all the way out. One more time, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. And exhale slowly all the way out. Don't leave any stale air in your lungs, and that's it. That's all you have to do. That's the breathing exercise. It's a 4, 5, 6 breathing exercise. This particular exercise is really good for helping you slow your heart rate, reduce your blood pressure, and help you prevent anxiety. We breathe very rapid and very shallow in the modern world today, and it actually leaves you physiologically more susceptible to stress and anxiety. I love that sound, the classic Windows startup sound. Thank you so much for the follow, Sully. Thank you for enrolling in our little classroom learning community here. We breathe very shallow. Whoop! Oh, now the janitor's going to have to clean up those desks. But yeah, all of that rapid shallow breathing leaves our body more susceptible to stress and anxiety. So an exercise like this that you do maybe once a day, maybe right when you wake up or right before a test or an interview or something stressful, can really help. You still have Kazinax. Kazinax. I have to look that up. Google auto-corrected that to Kazakhs. No, I wasn't looking for Kazakhstan. Oh, it's a traditional Eastern European and Caucasian sweet, crunchy snack bar. I mean, that description sounds pretty good. And it looks pretty good too. I would have to check that out someday. But our first announcement is that I will be a To Write Love on Her Arms stream ambassador this year. I will be helping to promote mental health and wellness. We'll be doing some advocacy. We'll be doing some charity streams over the year. In September, I will be doing my mental health first aid lesson and raising money for this fantastic organization. It is a nonprofit movement dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. It's a fantastic cause, and I'm looking forward to being able to help. For those of you coming in from Rita's stream, I've been very privileged to have worked with Rita on her most recent NAMI charity stream. Another fantastic organization. Hope to do that again sometime. But today's lesson will be on sleep hygiene. Also very important. But of course, we have to consult our class behavior chart. We do this little fun class behavior chart. You might be familiar with this kind of thing from your grade school experience. I don't know if it was common in other countries. It was certainly common in the US, where the teacher would put your name on a clip and move your clip up or down depending on how you behaved. And then if you ended up in the red, they would call the teacher or call your parents or something. This is for fun, but it's also self-reflection. This is more like what we do in the education world today. You decide where you think you belong on the chart. You tell me where you think you belong, how you've been behaving, how you think you've been doing. And then I move your clip up and down. It helps you think about, you know what? I'm doing really good. I should acknowledge it. Or maybe I could be doing better. Either case, it's good to think about. Because we can't always be perfect. But when we are doing well, we should recognize that. And we should praise ourselves. Positive self-talk. Currently, in the blue category, that's the Aejis category, if you're not familiar with Night in the Woods. I also put my waifu, Natasha, in this category. If you're feeling helpful and thoughtful and taking good care of yourself, you're in the Aejis category, like Bitch Shepherd over here. If you don't have your name on a clip and you would like me to put your name on a clip and add you to the chart, you can just let me know. I don't want to add anyone if they're not comfortable with it. But if you are, just let me know. Currently in the Beatrice Santello tier is Loresno, Pawnima, Countess Lita, Riley, Sasaju, Henry Bear, and Rao. People who feel like they're working hard and trying their best. That's the Beatrice tier, or the Arlan tier, or the Ralsei tier. Hello, hello, Mr. Baker Breadsticks. I guess that's where the bread was coming from, right? You might be feeling like Greg Lee, slacking off, making a little trouble, like Hook or Susie. Like Caro, Ralsei, Ren, Oofy, and myself. That's where I feel I've been lately. Or maybe you feel like you're down there in the Mae Borowski category, the trash mammal. Maybe being lazy, you need to be nicer, need improvement, like Dr. Phil, Utopia Tree, and Snowfox, who wanted me to put them in a little trash basket here, which that's their choice. But if that's how you're feeling, you just let me know. And it's okay. It's okay. It just helps you think about ways that you might be able to do better. Ivy is feeling like Greg lately, so I will make a note to move Ivy to Greg category. And I update this before every stream, so just let me know if you want to be on the chart. Whoa! Somebody spitballed me. And now I'm all wet. That's another fantastic sound, isn't it? Feels good. But remember, during this lesson, feel free to ask questions, make comments. You can talk amongst yourselves, you can joke, it's okay, you can interrupt me. another beautiful sound. Thank you so much, Sally, for enrolling in our little classroom learning community. I should probably set that up. Drink a little water to hydrate yourself. I actually don't have water with me. I have a little Diet Coke because I'm feeling unhealthy. But I will take a drink. Henry, you feel like you are fitting Angus or Greg. Well, you can always be right there in the middle with Beatrice. We love Beatrice too. I think I forgot to set it up for YouTube follows. But don't worry. I will get that set up and be very grateful for all of you for enrolling and supporting educational live streaming, because you know what? You could be watching anything. You could be watching Brain Rot Slap on TikTok, but you know what? You're watching a VTuber give a lesson on health. Does that make you superior? Yes, I think it does. At any rate, it's time for our lesson on sleep hygiene. Your sleep health is your physical and mental wellness anchor, because it's something you do every day. I mean, I hope you sleep every day, at least a little. But what is sleep anyway? What's sleep? What is the definition of sleep? I mean, we know what it is, but what does science say sleep is? It says, kind of dryly, it's a state of reduced mental and physical activity in which consciousness is altered and certain sensory activity is inhibited. I feel like I was reading an ad there. But that's what science says sleep is. Why did we develop sleep? Why do we have sleep? Well, its purpose, as stated in science, is to restore energy, repair tissue, helps us consolidate memory. But sleep likely developed in evolution as a protective mechanism, because it helps us avoid predators during vulnerable times, which promotes survival. It's so that we go into a period of inactivity, preferably in a safe place, during times when the predators might be out. It also helps us conserve energy. We're not spending energy, we're not spending calories 24 hours a day, which means that we can be more active when it matters, when we need to hunt and gather. Well, we don't need to do that anymore, but when we did. We were sort of min-maxing. I like to put it in that RPG context. It's like we're min-maxing. There are periods where we don't do anything, so we conserve our energy and we're able to consolidate our memories and stuff so that we're better, faster, stronger. How's the Daft Punk song go? Harder, better, faster, stronger during the daytime. But sleep is not well understood. We've been studying it for a very long time, but it's not actually all that well understood. So sleep is complex, and it is dynamic. It is not just laying there doing nothing. Your body and your brain are doing stuff. So it's still being figured out by the science. And I have this fantastic quote that I love from this guy. He looks like a very respectable professional scientist man, and he is, or was. This is the guy considered the American father of sleep medicine. One of the greatest researchers into sleep that has ever lived. That is Dr. William Dement. And he said, as far as I know, the only reason we need to sleep that is really, really solid is because we get sleepy. And that is the guy who probably knew most about sleep in his entire lifetime. And he wasn't even really sure why we sleep. And yeah, we believe, as Zetsun Alpha said, that it's for helping to wash the funk out of your brain. But this just sort of highlights how poorly understood it is, even today. But what about you? What are your experiences? How was your sleep lately? How do you think your sleep has been impacting you? As Battle Against a True Hero plays in the background. God, what a good song. Tricky Toby Fox, you did it again. My sleep has been not great because it has been so hot lately. And I could turn the air conditioning up, but I sort of feel like I should I should be able to just grin and bear it. Just open a window, use a fan. But it can be hard to sleep when it gets super hot and humid. I hope your sleep has been okay, but if it hasn't been, let me know. How has it been? How do you feel when you don't get good sleep? I tend to get headaches when I'm tired, when I don't sleep enough. Because I gotta get up really early. That funk in my brain is just not gone away. While you're thinking about that, we'll go over a little bit more of the science. Henry, your sleep is pretty heavy, sometimes both good and bad, especially since it's winter where you are, yeah. I certainly find it easier to sleep in the winter and get all bundled up nice and cozy. I'm also a badger, so we're kind of, we don't hibernate, but we certainly sleep a lot. One of the biggest misconceptions or beliefs that people have about sleep is that our ancestors got more sleep than we did. Is that true, though? Did our ancestors actually get more sleep than we do? Some people believe that, since we were either less industrialized or were more primitive, that we got more sleep. But the current research, noted there in the citation, says that we probably didn't. That the average sleep was probably closer to 6.5 hours. And in the summer, even less. Which surprises a lot of people. That's the average nap for Rao. I believe that. Having a nice siesta through the Arizona heat. So why did our ancestors seem to have better sleep health if they were getting less sleep? Could it be that they had better quality of sleep, perhaps? A lot of people also think that our ancestors slept sunrise to sunset, or sunset to sunrise, because they didn't have electricity, so they would sleep through the dark periods. But that is also probably not correct. That is another thing that surprises people. People did tend to stay up for a few hours after the sun went down, and often got up before the sun rose. As Henry and Rao suggest, there was less sound and light pollution that may have contributed to better sleep. Those are certainly factors. There is also the idea that there was a first sleep and a second sleep. That our ancestors primarily had a first sleep that went for some hours of the night, and then they would get up for an hour or two, and then go back to sleep. Or that there would be a long nap period during the middle of the day. And this was supported for a long time by researchers' belief. However, more study of the history and checking in with people who live in, I don't want to say primitive areas, but people who live in uncontacted areas or little contacted areas, and how the sleep goes for those kinds of people, indicates that they probably didn't. At least in most areas. In some places, and in some time periods, there was. Which, as Rao mentions, might be why they call something the witching hour around 3 a.m., when people would get up again and notice weird nighttime stuff. There are times and places, particularly in Europe, where that may have been the case. But this segmented sleep is certainly not universal, and was not common in many parts of the world. However, it was observed, or is observed, at higher latitudes. So this suggests that it was environmental, not biological. It wasn't something that people were doing because that was the natural way to sleep. It was in response to their environment. And this helps to reinforce a point that I will talk about later about sleep not necessarily being a biological thing. There's also the belief that people are natural nappers, that we would naturally develop a period of napping during the middle of the day. This was actually surprisingly uncommon throughout the world. So a lot of our preconceived notions about how our ancestors slept are turning out to possibly be wrong. Some of the reasons why our ancestors maybe got better sleep was that they were getting morning sunlight. And sunlight, especially morning sunlight, helps to regulate our circadian rhythm. Many of the participants in the study that they've done on people who don't live in industrialized areas found that they get a lot of light exposure shortly after waking up. And this aligns with the modern medicine, which recommends getting morning outdoor light if you suffer from insomnia. They would also sleep when the temperatures dropped the most. But then they would wake up when they got to the absolute lowest. This supports another modern medicine recommendation, which is that we should keep our bedrooms at a cool, comfortable temperature. Not cold and not too hot. And lastly, they had very consistent wake-up times. They would get up around the same time every day, which also supports modern recommendations to wake up consistently at the same time. So it wasn't that our ancestors were getting more sleep. It was that they were getting good sleep. And they were following all of the modern recommendations. It should be kept in mind that this was from a small sample and that obviously many people have genetic differences. The modern recommendations are still 7 to 9 hours. That's based on our modern needs. Because we may be experiencing a lot more stress. We do live very fast-paced lifestyles. But I think these results say a lot about what we should be doing to get better sleep. Frank prefers about 12 hours of sleep, so sleeping more like a ferret. They sleep 12 to 18 hours a day. The takeaway from the study on what we think ancient people were doing is that they slept about 6 to 7 hours. They stayed awake for several hours after sunset. They rarely napped. They did usually sleep in one continuous block, but they got a lot of morning sunlight. They slept as the temperatures fell overnight, and they had very consistent wake-up times. Now, does biphasic sleep make sense for some people? That segmented sleep, where you have 2 different sleep periods? It can work for some folks. But it does have drawbacks. It can be difficult to fit your schedule around that. So most sleep specialists don't recommend it. If it does work out for you, certainly. But that's going to be a consistent theme here, is that there isn't a one-size-fits-all. Because we've been struggling with this for a long time. People have been thinking about sleep and its connection to health and how to get better sleep for a very, very long time. Modern humans, over the course of 100,000 years, have tried everything. In the medieval period, there were suggestions that you cut a pigeon in half and stick each half to each side of your head. That was a recommendation in an old medieval manuscript for getting better sleep. I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Maybe. It does seem unlikely. But then there were suggestions that make sense, like having chamomile and lavender tea or infused water, which is something that still works for people today. But a lot of those things are just folk traditions, fads, and trends that come and go. Much more importantly, though, is to keep in mind that sleep is social. You remember what I said about sleep not necessarily just being biological. Even though we all have a biological need for sleep, that is universal. But there's differences in the way that humans organize and interpret and experience sleep. and that is strongly shaped by our culture, by society, and by history. Because this is another fantastic quote that I love, and it is from a sleep researcher named Bridget Steger. And she said that there is no such thing as natural sleep. Sleep has always been cultural, social, and ideological. Mielcher, as Ivy says. And hello, Nova and Pulse. Make sure to give our friend Nova and Pulse a nice follow. If that works, or if I've messed something up. But I love that quote. There is no such thing as natural sleep. Sleep has always been social, cultural, and ideological. Some people ask, though, ideological? I mean, I get social, maybe even cultural, but ideological? Is this denying biology? All of the biological factors in sleep, like our circadian rhythm, our homeostasis, how much and whether we get light exposure, the temperature and the season, and our genetics, is this denying all that? No, it's not. It's just talking about how we organize sleep, changing things. We all have a biological need for sleep, but how that manifests itself can be very different. Exactly when people are expected to sleep, how long they sleep at once, who they sleep with, which doesn't necessarily just mean their romantic partner, but people in the past and in some communities and places all over the world, they still sleep in groups. They may sleep with an extended family. They may all sleep in one room, one large space. People sleep in different places. They organize their sleep around their responsibilities, school and work, which may come in different periods of the day. Technology has obviously changed how we sleep and where we sleep and when we sleep, and our exposure to light. All of these things can impact our sleep. Modern Americans typically sleep from roughly 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. But a medieval European might have gone to bed shortly after sunset, did have a biphasic sleep where they got up for a little while and then went to a second sleep. But a modern hospital nurse might sleep from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. A college student might sleep from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. All of these sleep schedules are biologically possible. They're largely determined by society. There's this modern cultural view of sleep as having a normal method, where you sleep alone, whereas in many cultures people practiced co-sleeping. But our biology allows for considerable flexibility. It's one of the great things about being a human. We're extremely versatile, we're extremely flexible, and it's what's allowed us to thrive so much. Parents wake up at all hours for infants. Teenagers stay awake because their friends are online. Our partner could influence our bedtime. Students have to adapt to school starts. People's religious practices can affect sleep timing. All of these things go into how we sleep, and it's important to keep that in mind. So when she said that sleep is also ideological, in addition to all that other stuff we just talked about, there are some strong ideological ideas around sleep. For example, there is a highly internalized belief that good people wake up early. Lazy people sleep late. And especially right now, we've internalized the idea that productivity is more important than rest. There's long been the saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead. There's a lot of hustle and grind culture and influencers talking about things like that. There's also the idea that people who work day jobs are more normal or better than people who work the night shift. Most people don't consciously think that or say that, but we do certainly have that internal idea in the back of our minds. So yes, sleep can also be ideological. So keep this in mind. If you're anxious or worried that you're doing something wrong, that just contributes to the symptoms. Because you're not doing anything wrong necessarily. There are things you can do to improve your sleep, but you shouldn't look at yourself as being guilty or wrong. Because imagine if you had no alarm clock. There was no set work time, you didn't have to worry about the effects of technology on you and light. What would your sleep look like? And would that be the same for everyone? Of course it wouldn't. Everyone would be variable. So I wanted to make this point before we got into the other aspects of sleep, because you shouldn't feel bad. You should always be looking to improve, but you shouldn't punish yourself mentally. Nova was anxious that you were only sleeping 6 hours. Went to a doctor and doctor gave you a short quiz, told you not to worry about it. Exactly. Demon Warrior, as you say, it's rough when you have a day shift, but the job requires you working late into the night. Yes. Rao is nocturnal during summer break, ever since you were a kid. And living in a very hot place, that makes a lot of sense. So your environment has strongly influenced your sleep. Today, though, the American Academy of Sleep Medicine does recommend that adults 18 and up get about 7 or more hours of sleep, 7 to 8. It's, of course, more for every younger group of people. Infants sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day. And that gets progressively smaller until you get to be an adult, when you need about 7 to 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Because if you don't get at least some of that quality sleep, there are consequences. There are health risks to not paying attention to your sleep health. In the short term, quite obviously, we know that sleeplessness causes fatigue. It can be difficult to concentrate. Your long-term memory suffers. People get into poor judgment, and the longer you go without good sleep, its effects become more and more like being drunk. I'm certainly irritable when I don't get enough sleep. Henry, you say the grind is one of the most annoying things you've seen coming out of the internet. Yeah, and it's very predatory because they get people to start following their methods. In the long term, consequences are pretty serious. There's increased risk of mental health issues like depression. There's even increased risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, increased inflammation. Your immune system functions poorly. And people who get poor sleep have an increased risk of all-cause mortality. That means that they live less. Their lifespans are lower than people who get good sleep. Why is that? Why do you think that is? What's going on in the brain and the body that means that when you are not getting good enough sleep, all of these things can happen? Well, as Dr. Will Dement said, we don't really understand sleep that well, but it does highlight that sleep affects every aspect of your physical and mental health and well-being. There's really no part of your physical, mental well-being that isn't impacted by your sleep quality. And Rao, who has to deal with IT stuff, tells you that this is a good reminder to reboot your computer more than once a month. Yes, yes. This is that blob of meat that's inside your skull. It's unfortunately not color-coded in real life. It would be super cool if it was. I mean, you can dye your brain blue with methylene blue, but that's not recommended. Here's your little pineal gland buried deep in there. The areas of your brain helping to create melatonin, which we will talk about later. Just want to highlight that these two chemicals are often talked about in sleep health. and often are supplements that people take. GABA, not yo gabba gabba, but just GABA, that reduces the activity in your brain, which might help you fall asleep. What melatonin does, it doesn't make you sleep, but it does put your brain into a quieter state. Interestingly, the areas that are most impactful in sleep are things like the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is also highly important and involved in your emotional processing and regulation. But let's get into one of the really fun parts of sleep to talk about, and that is the sleep stages. They have heard that we sleep in stages. There are different time periods of sleep. They're very distinct from each other. Stage 1 is called N1, or light sleep. Yeah, Demon Warrior has been helped by melatonin for sure. What's worked for Nova and Pulse is high CBN, low THC edibles. Yeah, the endocannabinoid system is very important. And CBN is one of those cannabinoids. There are quite a few of them. I enjoy talking about that subject in our cannabis lesson. CBD, CBN, CBG, and all the different terpenes and flavonoids. But this stage, the first sleep stage, well, that's light sleep, as you might imagine. We're considered to be in stage 1 sleep. We're considered to have fallen asleep the moment our alpha brainwaves, the ones that indicate we're awake, are no longer the majority of our brain activity. And when you first fall asleep, this stage lasts only a few minutes. But it's here where our heart rate starts to slow, our breathing slows, our eye movements start to slow down, all of your muscles start to relax. And this only lasts for a few minutes, usually. You might even have that jerking sensation where you feel like you're just about to fall asleep and then you jerk awake real quick. That is actually a known phenomenon. And that's totally normal. If it happens to you, no, don't worry about it. It's called a myoclonic jerk. That's totally all right, though, or a hypnic jerk. And Henry, you say your epilepsy medication helps you fall asleep, although you do drink a lot of coffee. Well, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We talked about how coffee can actually be healthy in the correct amounts. But if this stage gets interrupted, and it is very easily interrupted, it can set your whole sleep schedule off. If it isn't interrupted, though, you enter stage 2 sleep. And this is where you're actually really fully asleep. This stage lasts only about 20 to 30 minutes, the first time through the sleep cycle. All of that slowing down continues, but your body temperature also starts to drop. And your eyes completely stop moving. This is the period that we spend the most time asleep in. This is almost half of our sleep. Almost half of our time sleeping is spent in this period. In this period, your brain isn't completely shut down. As Ra was talking about that defragmenting, that rebooting, this is the stage where that happens. Your brain has slowed down, but there are short bursts of brain activity that happen throughout this stage. And this is believed to be when memories are getting consolidated, we're processing what's happened throughout the day, and, as was mentioned earlier, this is when we're clearing out that junk. We're getting rid of that funk. We're defragging. And this is what that brainwave looks like. It's called a K complex. I don't really know why. Someone who was discovering it at some point thought it looked like a K. It doesn't really look like a K to me, but I didn't discover it, so I didn't get to name it. What it means is that you have these very low brainwaves, and then there's a sudden spike in the brainwave. And then shortly after that, there's a little burst of more activity called a sleep spindle. And these little spikes and bursts seem to be when our brain is consolidating stuff. Skills that we've learned, the things that we've practiced, memories. Maybe because the spike looks like the long line from a K, Alex. It's very possible. Maybe if I look at it sideways, I would have called it a Z complex. Because like sleep, Z's. But maybe I'm just more clever than scientists. Oh well. But that's the sort of mental refreshing stage. Then we get to that really, really deep stage. Stage 3. This is the deepest stage, N3. And the first time through your sleep cycle, it lasts about 30 minutes. It's where we have the second most time spent in sleep, almost 1/4. Here we have really deep, slow brain waves. It's the hardest to wake up during this time period. If you do get woken up during your stage 3 of sleep, this is when you might feel that grogginess, that mental fog for up to an hour after you wake up, because you've been woken up from a really, really deep stage of sleep. So it's better to wake up during the second stage or your fourth stage, which we will just talk about in a moment. And that's why consistent sleep timing is so important. Because if you find out when you're typically in that fourth stage of sleep, that's when you want to wake up. Because you've gotten a full cycle through. During this stage, though, you're getting a lot of physical repair. This is the physical refreshing time of sleep. Your body's tissues, your bones, your immune system, they're all being refreshed here. You have these delta waves, these long, slow waves down here. This is when your body is the most relaxed, though. This part is essential for your physical repair. And lastly, we get into stage 4, REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. And I used to have a little GIF of someone's eyes moving under their eyelids, but it's actually kind of unsettling to see, so I removed it. I don't like it. I don't like watching that GIF, the person's eyes moving under their eyelids. But that's what happens. It stands for rapid eye movement. Your heart rate increases. It becomes irregular. And those brain waves that were really long and slow, or moving in short bursts, your brain waves become much more like when you're awake. And your muscles become totally immobile. Henry wants us to show it. Perhaps I will show it after we get through our segment here, because it is kind of cool. Our first time in the cycle lasts only about 10 minutes, but it increases during each cycle throughout the night, up to 1 hour long during the final stage. And if you're a little confused as to what I mean, what do you mean the first cycle through? What I mean is we go through this cycle of stage 1, 2, 3, 4 multiple times throughout the night. During this stage, your brain is actually highly active. Your energy use, your oxygen use, they spike. And you see here the brain waves when you're awake, they're moving pretty quickly, pretty high here. In that first stage of sleep, you start to slow down. In stage 2, you have slow brain waves, but those short bursts of activity. In stage 3, they're still pretty slow, and then they start to get faster and faster, and then you get into REM sleep, where it looks a little bit more like when you're awake. But this dreaming stage is much more important than people think. So let's talk about dreams. this is actually going to be very important for why REM sleep is just as crucial as the other stages. Dreams themselves seem to come from imagination more than perception, because we don't have those sensory experiences that we were having during the awakening period. But why are we doing this? Why do we dream? Well, it has a psychological effect. Dreams are believed to help us with our emotional processing and our emotional memory, our ability to tie our emotions to things that have happened to us, both positive and negative. It helps us to regulate our emotions throughout the day because we have processed them. But it's also physiological. It's also physical rather than just psychological. It's considered to be warming the circuits. That is, making connections in your brain that make it easier throughout the day for those connections to work. When we practice a skill and then we go to sleep, those connections are being strengthened during our dreaming period. Our brain does a lot of analyzing and rehearsing. It's active when we're asleep. That's why I said that sleep is a very dynamic thing. It's not just a passive laying there. Stuff is happening. A lot of mental housekeeping is happening. So dreams are very important. And as Alex says, yes, sleeping does help with practice. When people say to sleep on it when you're thinking about a decision, that really is good advice. Because you are actually better able to process and make decisions when you've slept on something. This is also why, when we do our memory lesson, I talk about how it is better to have short bursts of memory it's better to have short bursts of studying spread out over a couple of days than to have one long period of study. If you get 15 minutes of study over the course of 4 days and you get 1 hour of sleep, or 1 hour of study, you get that 1 hour of study broken up into 15-minute segments over 4 days. That's better than 3 hours of study on 1 day. And I mean that. It would be better off for you to get 15 minutes of study over the course of a couple of days than to study for 2-3 hours in a cram session. Yes, that is true, Nova. We don't always remember our dreams, and that is perfectly normal and okay. Because the remembering of dreams has a lot to do with your brain chemicals rather than the fact that you are dreaming or not. Because everyone is having dreams during REM sleep. We're always dreaming during some parts of REM sleep. But when we do remember our dreams, why are they so weird? Why is it so strange? Well, it's because when we are in a sleep period, there is more dopamine circulating in the brain than serotonin. So we have less of the inhibitory brain chemical and more of the imaginative brain chemical. So dreams feel more creative, and they may help with our creativity. Because our brain is feeling less inhibited by the rules of reality and feeling more imaginative. And if we're getting insufficient REM sleep, we can experience higher tension, more anxiety, and it can be difficult to concentrate. You may remember that Star Trek Next Generation episode where they were in a strange expanse of space that was interrupting all of their REM sleep, and they slowly started to be completely unable to do their jobs. And the ship was in danger because people couldn't remember how to do their jobs. They couldn't manage the ship. And as Alex says, yes, it is good to keep a dream journal. And we'll actually go over a slide on how to remember your dreams better in a bit. If you don't remember your dreams, though, it's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. As long as you aren't experiencing some of these symptoms, you are dreaming. But whether you remember your dreams or not also depends on what time period you wake up and what you do shortly after you wake up. If you have to get up and immediately start getting ready for school or your job, you're less likely to remember your dreams, and that's fine. But the sleep cycle in total happens several times throughout the night. You go through your falling asleep period, into light sleep, and down into deep sleep, and then you slowly go back up through the cycle until you get to your first REM period. And that first REM period is very short, just a few minutes. Then you go down back into deep sleep again, and back up into REM sleep. And the amount of time you spend in REM increases with each cycle. So if you do want to remember your dreams, you want to make sure you're getting through 3 or 4 cycles, because you'll have longer periods of REM sleep, and you're more likely to wake up during that period. You get less and less of the deep sleep, though, until you're only alternating between light sleep and REM sleep. This is why if you get through 3 cycles, you're into your 4th cycle, it's easier to wake up, and you feel less groggy, because you're not likely to get woken up during a deep sleep cycle, or deep sleep phase. Because if you wake up during light sleep or REM sleep, it's easier to wake up, you feel more awake. You should be getting 3 to 5 cycles in a full period, because then you're getting sufficient time in each. Because if it gets interrupted, it disrupts all of those stages. If you get broken up halfway through here, each of these stages is going to be impacted later on. When I was in the military, this was especially prevalent because you don't get a full uninterrupted period of sleep. Their training doctrine does say that you have to give your recruits and soldiers at least a minimum of 6 hours of sleep, but that doesn't have to be continuous. So very often, you would be given 3 hours of sleep, and then you would have to wake up and do an hour of guard duty or something, and then be able to go back to sleep for another 3 hours. That really messes up your sleep cycle. And this is possibly why biphasic sleep isn't necessarily for everyone. And is that safe, Alex? I don't think so. I don't think it is safe. But it is what they do. But they do it for a reason. They want you to be stressed. They want you to be able to perform under stress and have to practice under stress. Whether or not it is the best way to do that, I don't know. But as Nova says, shift work can mess with your sleep too. Yes, absolutely. You need every stage, though, to be fully rested. Because if it gets interrupted, you might not get enough deep sleep. You might not get enough REM sleep. If, like in the military, you get enough total sleep, but it's fragmented, it might not be quality sleep, like our ancestors used to get. So people today might be sleeping 8 full hours, but their sleep is very poor. Like, consistency is so important. And yeah, you might be deep in something else, as Ralph says, if you're not able to perform under stress. But sleep is a cycle. It's not just one thing, and it is dynamic. But it is time for our first break, because the other thing that increases all-cause mortality is being sedentary for long periods of time. You can decrease your all-cause mortality by moving around at least once an hour. So that's what we're going to do. Every hour, we take 180 seconds, that's just 3 minutes, to move around a little bit, grab a snack, some water, use the restroom, and if you use your restroom, by God, please wash your hands. That is another thing that can decrease your all-cause mortality, and everyone around you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take just 180 seconds to move around so I can refill my Diet Coke, take a bite of my sea salt and caramel chocolate bar, And we'll finish the second half of our lesson after that. So right after these messages from your local TV network. But yes, this is the quote-unquote first agentic cannabis device, which claims to be not just a vape, but a connected earning device called Good Trip, which combines premium cannabis, blockchain rewards, and AI-powered asset tools. And I do believe we live in hell.
Well, see you around.
Won't you get wet?
Actually,
She'll get...
I
No, I'm
forgot
not even
my
going to say it.
umbrella.
I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to be above that. I'm going to rise above it. This is a much more cultured show. We have standards here. I can't say that with a straight face. Oh my God.
I'm not just a pretty face, you know.
You aren't even a pretty face. Got her. So many labs and universities and researchers worldwide would have to be colluding for a long time to suppress this. It just doesn't seem feasible. And to what end? Because they, I guess, want more people to have autism? That takes us back to our first slide on these conspiracies. To what end? Who benefits? Model railroad manufacturers? I already have the Musketeers gloves. I have like 8 of them. Stop buying me gloves for Christmas, Grandma. I want Cocker's Bad Fur Day. I heard there's a nude mode.
I'm not just a pretty face, you know.
You aren't even a pretty face. Got her. Ryuji says, I love the feeling of noodles sliding down my throat. Sweat dripping all over my face. Ryuji, could you maybe not phrase things like that? Just a thought, my man. Like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. I only got to pick 20 random words. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Do I have to pay extra for that? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
You got anything, Joker?
Witch. Queen? I don't know. I don't know if I like calling her queen. Yes, queen. I should not ever say that again. I should never do that again. I think we all agree. Welcome back, class. Thank you for sticking around through the break. I hope you got yourself a nice little snack or moved around at least a little bit. Because like I said, moving around at least a little bit every hour can reduce your all-cause mortality. And I want you to live longer, healthier, happier lives. Nova is wiggling. The Jiggler. What is that from? Well, that's from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. God, why did I think of that reference? Well, let's continue with our lesson. So we've talked about what sleep is, why sleep is important, the stages. Let's talk about what we can do to actually get better sleep. And step 1, as we've been talking about, is consistency. To help us maintain our rhythm, to make sure that we are getting through all of the sleep cycle stages, and so that we're waking up during the right stage. Consistency will help you to fall asleep faster. And it'll help you to better stay asleep throughout the night, to wake up more refreshed and less groggy. Being consistent with when you go to sleep and when you wake up will help to train your body and brain that this is the time for sleep. This is when I should be sleeping. So it's important to have a schedule. When possible. Obviously, you want to be flexible. But when possible, have a schedule. even on the weekends. It can be a little different, but you want to be up and down at around the same time. So there's also a misconception that, humans aren't built for a 24-hour day. That's shown to not actually be true. We are, in fact, well adapted to it. And some people think, I can just make up my sleep debt. I'll have a inconsistent schedule of sleep. I'll sleep little during the week and I'll make it up on the weekend. But your sleep debt is cumulative. It adds up over time. And you can't fully make it up, at least not all at once. It takes time to reduce that sleep debt. And consistency is going to make it easier to do that. The second thing you can do is to create a sleep ritual. And I don't mean like a summoning circle or whatever. I mean a ritual of things you do before you go to bed. You want to do 15 to 20 minutes of a transition period from your daily waking activities into your evening activities. Some of the things you can do are light reading, listen to some relaxing music, do some stretching, engage in personal care, brush your hair for a few minutes, brush your teeth. This can also be very helpful because it gives your focus internal. Gives you an internal body focus. You're feeling something on your body. You're thinking about your body. You do like Alex Fanmade says, taking a warm shower and then doing the ritual. That can be very helpful. If you do that, that is something to do at the very beginning so that you give your body that 15 to 20 minutes to get its temperature back down, because you want to be bringing your body temperature down towards the end. You can also do a mindful practice, like a breathing exercise, like the one we did at the start of the lesson. You can also do some journaling. It take at least 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, to do some of these activities. Brush your hair, brush your teeth, stretch out a little bit, maybe write down a few thoughts from the day. Before you know it, that 10 minutes is up. Because that helps to train your body and brain that this is what I do before I go to bed. The third step is to create a sleep space. Make sure that your sleeping area, your bed, is just for sleep. It's not your kitchen or your home office or your arcade. It's the place that you sleep. It can be helpful to declutter that space to make sure that it is as comfortable as possible. As Nova Impulse says, your bed is just for sleep or sex. If you're able to, it can be helpful to invest in your comfort. That is, keeping your sheets and pillows clean, having good quality pillows, having comfortable sheets. Have layers available too, so that as your body temperature changes throughout the night, it can be easier to help regulate. You want to keep that space dark, of course. You want to keep it quiet to prevent interruptions. You want to keep it cool. Not too cold, not too warm. Nova Impulse suggests a body pillow if you are a side sleeper. That's fantastic. I mean, you can even get a Mr. Aegis slipcover over it. Or Stolas. I've thought about a Stolas body pillow cover. I mean, everybody thinks about that sometimes, right? Or you can just put your favorite anime girl on it. Maybe Natasha, the best waifu in Star Rail. But this helps to train your body and brain that this is the place for sleep. I was more of a cat girl guy myself. I mean, I'm more of a cat guy myself, but that works too. Henry Bear takes a cold bath usually before before bed with a headset, sleeping some ambient melody. That can also be very helpful, that white noise static, especially for people who have very active brains. The fourth step is to get some physical activity. Because if you are regularly active, at least a little bit throughout the day, you can get a deeper and faster sleep. You fall asleep faster because your body is ready to go to sleep, and you stay asleep. Your sleep then is more restful. It's much like when you do physical activity, your muscles get stronger, which can seem paradoxical. You break down the muscle to make it stronger. You do a lot of physical activity, or you do more with your body, and then you wake up more refreshed. Physical activity can also help to regulate your body temperature. And obviously it plays a significant role in maintaining proper hormone balance. Your cortisol, your melatonin. This helps to train your body and brain that my body is ready to sleep. Because if your body is never getting much physical activity, it's not going to feel like it needs that refreshing physical activity.
Is do a what we call a body check on some.
Demon Warrior, you say it's not good, but you listen to a podcast or audiobook. That can be okay if it works for you. And maybe you can make that podcast or audiobook something that is relaxing and light.
Is do a what we call a body check on somebody. So today I think we'll do it with Reggie. Hi.
My body is ready.
Hi.
Oh, Reggie. Reggie, we miss you.
Okay, Reggie, please.
My body is ready. But people who do get sufficient physical activity throughout the day, they have up to 55% less incidence of insomnia. That's a pretty significant reduction. What you should be aiming for is about 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week. At least the majority, say 4 days a week. A half hour, 4 days a week is not too much. Doing it in the morning or afternoon is ideal, not too late in the evening. You want to save your evening movement for something that is light and relaxing, like stretching or a little bit of yoga, maybe some Tai Chi. Like I said, this helps to train your body and mind that I'm ready for sleep. We're on number 5 of 6. And the fifth thing is sunlight. We talked about how our ancestors used to get a lot of morning sunlight, and that can be helpful. Because natural light helps to reinforce your proper sleep cycle. People who get morning sunlight especially have far better sleep efficiency. That is, throughout the night, 85% of the time, they're asleep. And not tossing and turning and trying to fall asleep. Because this helps to train your body and brain, because your brain loves predictability. Your brain loves patterns. We are pattern finders. So if your body and brain are feeling like, I'm in a normal rhythm, I'm in a pattern, it likes that. Your brain doesn't have to work too hard when it knows exactly when you're going to be sleeping. So you should be aiming for 20 to 30 minutes outdoors. That can be rough when it's winter and there's less sunlight, but at least getting a few minutes outdoors, some natural sunlight, will help. Open the blinds during the day when possible. If you're doing your physical activity, try to do it outside. Demon Warrior gets 18 hours of work. You're doing your best to fix your sleep pattern. That can be hard for people who have inconsistent work schedules. You know, like we talked about, sleep is social. Sleep is cultural. Sleep has to be worked around our schedules. It can be tough to find what works for you. But if you're reflecting on it, thinking about it, keeping a journal maybe of what works for you and what doesn't, that can be good. So now we get to the sixth and final step of helping to fix our sleep schedule. You might know what it is. You might know what number 6 is going to be. Put the phone away. Put the phone away. Put the phone away. Less scrolling, more sleeping. Because those screens are interrupting your natural cycle. Blue light during the day, like we get from the sun, can improve alertness, our productivity, our cognitive functioning. But blue light in the evening and at night suppresses your melatonin production. It pushes your sleep-wake cycle later on into the evening. And it hurts both your objective and subjective measures of how much good sleep you're getting. And yes, Henry Bear, light through your window can be enough. Because you're still getting that light, even if it's indirect. Your eyes are still seeing natural sunlight. And that sunlight goes through your eyes, hits the back of your brain, improves your sleep hormones. On this little graph, phone usage increases as you move to the right, and amount of sleep as you go up on the left side. Pretty clear pattern that people who use more phone, that people who get more phone use before bed get less sleep. It's not subtle. It's pretty obvious. But this is especially true for adolescents and young adults who need more sleep. All of the smallest bars, well, mostly, but all of these small bars showing smartphone use without a blue light filter have significantly, or at least slightly, lower sleep quality. The lowest melatonin is with an unfiltered smartphone. In the middle is using a smartphone with a blue light filter. And the highest melatonin is found in people who took that time to read a book instead. In both adolescents and young adults. So, smartphone use without a blue light filter, pretty clearly the worst thing you can do of these three. But at the very least, use a blue light filter. But yes, if you're using it just for music or white noise or whatever, yeah, that's not the screen getting into your eyes, at least. This is both during the day and at night. On the left, on both of these graphs, is after 90 minutes of reading regularly. And on the right side is at bedtime. So you do these things at bedtime. The people in this study would do one of these three things at bedtime, and then 50 minutes later, they would test the melatonin. And at 50 minutes later, the people who were reading a book instead of using their phone had the highest levels of melatonin. Speaking of melatonin, a lot of people are taking melatonin as a supplement. Because melatonin regulates our sleep cycle. In fact, melatonin use between 1999 and 2000 and today as a supplement has skyrocketed. But is it safe? Well, by and large it is. By and large there are few risks. You should, of course, consult your physician if you can. But if you are going to use melatonin and you're not already acclimated, you should use it sparingly. And you should start small. 1 to 3 milligrams rather than the 5 milligrams plus that a lot of people are taking. Like this jar right here of Nature Made, which I don't promote. They don't give me money. I mean, if they wanted to, sure, but this dosage is 10 milligrams. When you should probably be starting significantly smaller to see how it affects you. And you should take it about 2 hours before bed to give it time to circulate through your system. And as a important caution, don't overdo the gummies, because that can be pretty easy for people. And that's another reason why you do it 2 hours before bed, because you don't want it to be like taking a THC brownie, where you think this edible ain't shit, and then you take another, and then 2 hours later, you're in space. As Nova Impulse says, you definitely don't want to build up a tolerance. And generally, capsules are cheaper anyway than gummies, and they have a better shelf life. And I'm always about not spending too much money on supplements. When we do our supplement lesson, we make that pretty clear that, in general, most of the really expensive supplement brands are not better by any significant margin than generics. Yeah, you don't want to be hearing colors and seeing sound unless you have, shoot, what's the name of that condition? Synesthesia. Yeah. Another common remedy that people like is valerian root. Valerian root is a herbal aid. It is a flower. And the root of that flower can help people sleep. There isn't as much evidence as melatonin, but it does have a sedating effect. And it works for some people, though it can lead to some morning grogginess. However, it can have the opposite effect for other people. I'm unfortunately one of those people. Some people, whether it's genetics or whatever, it just doesn't work the same. And for me, I have the effect where it helps me to feel sedate, and I get really sleepy, but I can't fall asleep. I can't get over the edge and actually go to sleep. I will be very, very tired, but I'll be up for hours, unable to fall asleep. So this is something that maybe you try in a small dose if you're really interested in trying it, but certainly be wary of, because it can have the opposite effect. If it does work for you, if it's one of those things where you're one of the people that it works for, it can be really good. But just be careful. They do look really pretty. The last common remedy that people use are things like lavender and chamomile. Now, there's limited evidence that these actually help you fall asleep. However, the fact that they are calming, that they have soothing smell, that they have a soothing, calming effect on people, can be helpful enough. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that's all you need. One of the things that I think helps, say if you're using chamomile tea, is just the fact that you're making tea. You're engaged in a simple, relaxing activity. It keeps your brain a little bit focused on something, but it's not too complicated. And you're getting a calming, relaxing smell. You're drinking a warm beverage. That alone can help you fall asleep. And maybe it's just a placebo effect, but if it is, who cares? If it works, it works. like Todd Howard said. It just works. Demon Warrior does the tea. And as Nova and Pulse says, yes, in fact, shutting your eyes is still better than staying up. One thing to note is that if you are trying to fall asleep and you're tossing and turning and you just can't fall asleep, you might also want to try getting up. Walking around a little bit through the room, maybe into the living room, and sitting down and doing a little bit more light reading. Because if you're not falling asleep, your body and brain are not ready to sleep, that can be better than trying to force yourself to sleep. You are having consistent trouble sleep, especially if you're waking up a lot. You might want to see if you have sleep apnea, because it is very, very common. You've probably heard of sleep apnea before. And what it is an obstruction in the airway, where the muscles aren't relaxing properly, or are relaxing too much, that is. And they are blocking the airway in the back of the throat. And it is a terrifying cross-section, yeah. Not my favorite. But it does give a good illustration of the fact that this airway back here is getting pinched. And that can cause you to wake up throughout the night. But up to 90% of people who have sleep apnea don't know it. They're just going through life with impacted sleep, when there are some solutions. Well, Rao, at least we didn't get the other doing two things through the same hole that some other animals got. Some of the factors in sleep apnea, especially obstructive sleep apnea, which is the most common, are age. As we get older, it's more common. Anatomy, of course. A family history of sleep apnea can be a strong indicator. It's also another great reason not to smoke. But if you find that you snore, that your poor sleep leads to mood issues, you have frequent headaches when you wake up, definitely something to get checked. Especially if you snore, as Nova says. Because if you don't, it can lead to hypertension. It can lead to heart problems. It can increase mood disorder. And it is most common when you start entering middle age. But it can happen at any time. Like I said, though, you may not be aware. However, there are plenty of ways that it can be helped. Most commonly with a CPAP machine, you've probably heard of. It's continuous positive airway pressure. Just helps to keep that airway open. For some people, it can be fixed with simply a thing like a mouth guard. That helps to shift the jaw into better position to keep that airway open. There are also exercises that people can do that can help train their body to keep that airway open. But if you don't know if you have sleep apnea, and you suspect that you might, check with your doctor. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. 90% of people may not even know they have it. Yes, indeed, there are certain exercises. I used to have that in this slide, or in this lesson, when I've given it in previous years. But because I'm not a doctor, I wasn't totally comfortable discussing it. But I do want to make sure that people know that it is possible. There are certain exercises that you do with your tongue and your throat and your mouth to help strengthen those areas so that those muscles in the back of your throat don't relax improperly. Quite a few good videos on YouTube of how to do that. Let's talk about one of my favorite things, though. Let's talk about naps. Let's talk about napping. Because a good nap can improve your mood and memory, can help you perform better throughout the day. It can lower your stress level. You used to be good at napping, Nova? Yeah, it can be very easy early on. And harder as you get older and have more responsibilities. But if you do nap, timing is absolutely crucial. And the optimal amount of time for your nap is 30 minutes. And a little learning check is to ask you why you think that is. Why is 30 minutes the optimal time for a nap? As the theme from Chrono Trigger plays, why is 30 minutes best? And why, if you need more than that, is 90 minutes the best? Number one of those things, as Alex says, is to avoid giving you problems falling asleep later at night. Yes, yes. Nova asks, is it a power nap or not? Rao gets it on the head to get that first good phase without dipping into the middle of phase 2 or into phase 3. Absolutely. We think about our sleep cycle, that first phase being just a few minutes, and the second phase being about 20 minutes or so the first time around. A 30-minute nap means you're getting at least one cycle of second phase, which is where your brain is getting that good refreshing, without going all the way into deep sleep, stage 3. Because as we see here, that first cycle, you get a little bit of light sleep for the first few minutes. Then down here is about 30 minutes. You're getting a cycle of second phase, which is here, where your brain is getting some mental refreshing, getting a little bit of that defragmenting and rebooting, without going into that deep stage 3. Because if you wake up 45 minutes after you fall asleep, you're going to be in stage 3, and it's going to be hard to wake up. You're going to be a little groggy, might have some mental fog for a while. And that's also why 90 minutes is best if you need a longer nap. Because then you're getting all the way through one cycle. You're still waking up during light sleep, rather than down here deep in your deep sleep cycle. So you want to wake up either here before you go into deep sleep, or up here on the upswing after you've come out of deep sleep. So a 30-minute nap, or about 90 minutes, that's going to be your best option for a good nap. Of course, for some people, they nap in odd positions. They'll fall asleep at their desk, or with their head hanging back on their couch. You want to sleep in a natural position. Make sure that you're very comfortable. And just like in your regular sleep, in a cool, dark, quiet place so that you're actually asleep during that 30 minutes or 90 minutes. I wear a sleep mask. You know, the little cloth masks over your eyes? That's really helped me. But I want to go over one other thing related to dreams. Scree! Utopia tree. Utopia scree. Rao naps laying on bed in the opposite orientation. Feet towards the headboard. Your blankets as pillows. If it works for you. Maybe that's a little bit like, using the cool side of the pillow. But let's talk a little bit more about dreams. Because I mentioned at the top, and I've mentioned in the promotion for this lesson, that dreams have meaning. We talked about how dreams have importance, that REM sleep is critical, and that dreaming helps us to process our emotions and to regulate, and that if we don't get REM sleep, we can, lose our minds. let's talk about why dreams themselves are important, and if we can interpret them. And I say yes. But I also say that just trying is worth it. Because whether dreams have a spiritual meaning or supernatural meaning, or they can give us insight, just trying to remember our dreams and interpret them can be worth it in itself. Because when you try to interpret a dream, you're engaged in self-reflection. You're thinking about what the dream meant. You're thinking about, what have I been going through that I would have this dream about this thing? What have I been thinking about lately? What's on my mind? What's weighing on me? Just thinking about that stuff can be worthwhile. Because it might make you think about stuff you've been avoiding. Or that you've been subconsciously aware of, but not consciously aware of. A Utopia Scree had a dream that they were in the military and doing drills with combat drones. You were thinking you intended to find this and use it, find the drone and use it so you could activate the drones and attack your own facility. A little bit of friendly fire. And then you got personally arrested and court-martialed by Joe and Kamala. But the drones weren't even password protected. Not even password 1? Dang, you got locked up in the White House. Well, I mean, that's better than Guantanamo Bay. Well, like I said, even just thinking about that dream might help you reflect on stuff you're going through. Why are you thinking about that? And even if it doesn't have anything to do with the dream, it made you think about that stuff. And if you want to remember your dreams, or remember them better, the number one most important thing is to get more sleep. Number 2 is to wake up during REM sleep, while you're actively in the dream. But one of the biggest suggestions that seems to work for people is remembering to remember. Simply reminding yourself that I'm going to remember my dreams can be powerful enough that it helps you remember your dreams better. You also want to reflect on that dream immediately. Right when you wake up, start thinking about it because it will slip away quickly. That's why having a dream journal can be very helpful. You also want to, of course, reduce alcohol, THC, or other drugs that can interfere. If you can avoid heavy meals before bed, that will help. One of the other really big suggestions that used to help me, and I would like to try it again, is focusing on a personal symbol. That is, going to sleep thinking about a particular symbol that when you see it, you will know that you're dreaming. I used to think about a Triforce, where if I was in a situation where I just was randomly seeing Triforces, it would be my signal to myself that I'm dreaming. And I used to be really good at lucid dreaming, to the point where I could fly. I would just be able to run and jump, and I would be able to fly around a little bit. And it is, in fact, like an Inception totem ivy. That's where they got that idea, because it is a well-practiced idea. And Henry Bear asks if heavy meals before bed can increase the risk of nightmares. I'm not sure if it increases the risk of nightmares, but heavy meals can increase your discomfort while you sleep, which may be what could lead to nightmares. But your body is also going to be spending more of its energy digesting that big meal overnight. And dream checks. Another good suggestion, as Utopia Scree reminds us. Throughout your regular waking day, asking yourself, am I sleeping? Am I dreaming? Keeping yourself aware of reality can help you remember your dreams. It can help you to recognize when you are awake and when you are asleep. I had a dream last night that I was forcibly drafted, so I wasn't actually all that different from Utopia Tree's dream. But there was some sort of dissident, and they were running away, and I was being told, you have to shoot this person. I was like, I don't want to shoot this person, they're running away. Then I realized I was only holding a tranq gun. So I was like, oh, okay, well, this is a dangerous person, I can at least just put them to sleep. And what was really weird about the dream is that I was actually able to shoot with accuracy. When in my dreams, anything like that is usually impossible. Like, I used to dream about basketball a lot, and I could never make a single shot. I could never make a shot in basketball in my dreams. Because I used to play a lot of rec pickup basketball. And I wasn't great, but I mean, I was okay. But in dreams, I could never make a shot. Alex, you dreamed you were missing college classes that you should be attending, even though you've already graduated. Oh, that's like, you know, when I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm late for school. And then I realize, oh, it's like the meme. I think it's been in Family Guy and American Dad and all sorts of things. But then you're like, oh, I'm not a student anymore. I go back to bed and wake up, oh my God, I'm a teacher. But if we want to go over one more time our 6 steps for better sleep. Number 1, of course, is consistency. Creating a schedule to train your body and brain that this is the time for sleep. Creating a bedtime ritual to help you train your body and brain that this is what I do before I sleep. Creating a comfortable sleep space so that your environment trains your body and brain that this is the place that I sleep. Getting some physical activity to train your body and brain that I'm ready for sleep, especially getting sunlight. And reducing your device usage, putting the phone away. Those 6 steps will certainly help to alleviate some sleep issues. And if you still have sleep issues, it is important to, if at all possible, consult your physician about potential insomnia, potentially sleep apnea, or other sleep issues that they might be able to better help you with therapies or medications and other treatments. So your homework, because you do have to complete your homework. Attendance is 50% of your grade, but homework's the other 50%. Number 1 is to incorporate at least 2 of these steps. Try to incorporate 2 of these steps over the next few days before we see each other again. Try to at least start a schedule or do a bedtime ritual for those 10 to 15 minutes. Get some daily physical activity. Try to incorporate 2 of these steps. Use them throughout the week. And importantly, take note of the effects. Think about, maybe jot down a note to yourself. How did I feel the next day when I did these things? And then lastly, of course, report back next time we see each other of how it went. That's all you got to do for your homework. Just incorporate those 2 steps and come back and talk about them next time. Of course, I want to open it up before we wrap up the lesson and get into Persona 5. For any of your questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, insults, rude hand gestures, whatever you got for me, let me know. Is there anything that you would like to go back and cover again or that you were unsure of? This is your classroom. Rude hand gestures. There's a hand gesture, a nice wave from Nova Impulse. My drill sergeant used to always say that after giving a block of instruction. Questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, insults, rude hand gestures. Yes, Alex, absolutely okay to wear a sleep mask. I bought a pack of them for like $10. Came with 3 of them. They're nice and soft. They're silky. They're very comfortable. Demon Warrior's gonna work hard to work on a sleep schedule. Maybe the biggest one that you can do. Maybe that's why I'm so ripped, Nova. I would like to get back to being as ripped as I was. Although some people seem to like my more bearish body lately, rather than the otter mode I was used to be. Alex asks about what about more heavy exercise for 30 minutes? That can be really good. Just make sure you're not doing it too close to bedtime, because you don't want to be too strained right after your exercise close to bedtime. That can have your body and brain a little bit too riled up. But as always, if you have suggestions for other health lessons, other topics you would like to go over in a future lesson, I would be absolutely happy to hear your suggestions and maybe do a lesson like that next time. Our most recent lesson before this, we're on things like cringe and self-talk. In September, we will be doing our mental health first aid lesson. And yes, Henry, I will absolutely post the homework in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, you can jump on in there into the link in the chat right now. And if you're watching on YouTube, that link should be on the Twitch. I will set up a command for the YouTube at some point. If you want to see all of our other lessons, there is a YouTube playlist. But I want to congratulate you all on a fantastic lesson. You did great. You followed along. You were engaged. You answered questions. You asked questions. You did a great job. Congratulations. Yes, we did mention CPAP machines. Those are continuous positive airway pressure. That can help to keep that airway open, that blockage from the over-relaxed muscle. Oh! Thank you for the hearts. Always appreciate that. Makes me feel good. Yeah, this is the CPAP machine, the mask that puts positive pressure to help keep the airway open. But for some people, they only need to use a mandibular device, basically just like a mouth guard that can help to position your jaw in a way that keeps that airway open. You may not even need the mask. You may need other types of treatments. But your doctor can help you find something that will work. And the golden stars, which we all absolutely deserve because, like I said, you did a fantastic job. And if you would like your certificate of completion, I will put your name on one of these and send you a glossy PNG in the Discord. You can just request that whenever, wherever, I will send you those. And I will have some shorts posted to YouTube and TikTok with the 6 suggestions. And I'll make some infographics to post on our social medias. With that, our lesson is complete, and it is time to continue romancing our amazing goth doctor friend in Persona 5 Royal. We'll take our second break so you can get some good movement. Oh, VIP Marissa said, great lesson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Almost missed your message there. I'm so glad that you were able to get something out of it. I hope that your sleep is better and that you live a longer, healthier, happier life. Mognite as well. Make sure that you give a follow to our good friend Mognite. Mognite plays some wonderful music, does some great covers. I think that you would enjoy Mognite's content. Maybe we will be doing a little bit of a project with our friend Mognite. Yeah, let's take our next movement break because, like I said, you should be moving around at least once an hour. will reduce your all-cause mortality. So let's move around a little bit, grab a snack, grab some water, use the restroom. And if you use the restroom, please wash your hands. 1 in 3 people don't wash their hands after they use the restroom. Don't be that person. But yes, we will be right back after 180 seconds after these messages from your local TV station. See, I used my Pokemon and I used Dynamax on it, or whatever that thing is, to make them giant. I haven't played Pokemon in a long time.
Stars, shine for the heroes.
Why does my Pokemon sound like Beaker from the Muppets?
I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents.
Yeah. It's also called my life. Oh, I'm deeply troubled. Oh, they're kind of like platypuses. Tell me what that platypusy do. I'm sorry. Specifically, it targets the respiratory system. Your nose, your throat, your lungs. It gets all up in there. And it spreads very easily. It is a very, very fast spreading disease. It spreads easily and quickly, just like your... What is the name of this genus? That's the red king crab. I remember we talked about that. Paralithides. Paralithides nuts! This teacher, Miss Kawakami, if that's your real name. You're a bad teacher, Kawakami.
Open your textbooks.
We're going to be reading The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. She is made for you. I'm deeply troubled by the implications of what you're saying there, Bit Shepherd. Are things going to get worse? Things are going to get worse, aren't they?
Let's do this, senpai.
Oh, I'm her senpai. Why are there naked cheetah men? What? The game is not even 5 minutes old, and there's naked cheetah men. What did you get me into, class?
Now, tell me your account of everything. Start from the very beginning.
Well, a long time ago, I was born. This has made many people very angry, and the world has been worse ever since. Someone did have to do it. She did have to die. It is crazy how many people we have to kill, isn't it? It's crazy how many people we have to kill in order for good things to happen.
Don't play dumb. I'm saying you're an inconvenience.
I'm not playing dumb. I'm just dumb. Part-time workers are the property of the shop. Thus they are mine to use as I will.
What?
You're treating your workers like property?
Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Welcome back, class. Thank you so much for sticking around through the break. Great to have you back with us. We are ready to do some Persona 5 Royal. Let me just make sure that we get the volume up. Get everything changed over to Persona. I think we had just finished some mementos. We've finished some requests. We did our Hawaii trip. Dallas salad? Boggle? I should probably remember to change the name of the stream. I'm going to actually remember that now and not screw it up. Because I also need to properly pick the right game, because otherwise I'll get in trouble, because it is a mature rated game. Persona. There we go. Boggle? Let's load the game. Let's see where we were. We were on September 12th. It is the evening of September 12th. We need to prove our justice to society. Looking at the mental shutdowns. Oh, that's right. We just got back from Hawaii and Morgana doesn't want us to do anything but go to sleep. Oh, wait, Morgana wanted to talk to me about something. Oh, they say never mind. Well, make up your mind. Oh, make up your mind, cat. You're like a cat that wants to go outside and then wants to come back in. Keep your cats indoors, by the way. Hey, it's that horrible prosecutor, Sai Nakajima.
You just got back from your trip and you're already studying? How diligent.
Yeah, unlike you, Sai, Makoto is a good person.
I have souvenirs for you.
Aww.
The principal of Shujin Academy has passed away.
Oh. Oh, that's right. But that guy sucked. He was actually evil. He was covering up for that evil teacher who was abusing the students. Yeah, I'm not sad about that guy dying.
He suddenly stopped while crossing the road and was struck by a large vehicle. Death by external trauma.
Yeah, he got hit by Truck-kun. But I don't think he's going to get isekai'd into a wonderful fantasy universe.
They say suicide seems to be a strong possibility.
Principal Kobayakawa committed suicide?
But would someone about to kill themselves try to go to the police station?
Wait, he was going to the police station?
He even used a taxi to get there.
Oh, he was going to try to get protection because he knew that the even more evil person was going to come after him. Yes, Frau, he got isekai'd into a fantastic fantasy universe, except he was just a regular NPC. He got isekai'd into Evangelion as just a random person. I've never seen Evangelion, though. I don't know.
This might be another incident?
Even if he had a sudden shift in his state of mind, it's still unnatural. I can only suspect that he had a change of heart.
Are you saying he was targeted by the Phantom Thieves?
He got isekai'd into Soul Taker.
But that's impossible!
How are you so certain?
Well, in prior cases, the changes of heart seem to be done to make people confess their crimes.
Yeah, that's right. Good job, Makoto.
It's hard to explain, but this incident seems contradictory to their usual modus operandi.
Did Principal Kobayakawa seem any different to you lately?
No, not really.
I don't really know. He rarely contacted the students, after all.
I see.
Yeah, because he was a bad principal.
Something happened during the school trip? Oh, you're studying. I'm sorry to bother you.
I'm sorry to bother you. You just came over and told me that my principal died. Like, what?
Makoto?
Yes?
Never mind. It's nothing.
Oh, that's right. She did talk to him
don't
because
get dragged into trouble, okay?
he was pressing her to find out information about the Phantom Thieves.
This is bad. I'd better tell the others.
Yeah, you better tell the other Phantom Thieves. Phantom Thieves, if we're killing people now. Well, Ryuji's sleepy. Ryuji was not following our sleep guidelines. Yeah, I'm totally over my jet lag. I'm a good sleeper. What did I not know about Ryuji? The Phantom Thieves are popular now. Well, yeah, because we're awesome. Did I get those Phantom Wafers? Phantom Wafers? I mean, like those little sugar wafers with like the pink frosting?
Good morning.
It's Kasumi. Good morning, Dickus Senpai and Sakamoto Senpai, correct? I should do voice. Oh, morning. You're back today too, huh? Yes, it's good to see you both. May I join you two on the way to school? want to talk a bit more about the trip, and I want to hear all of your stories from Hawaii. You got it. Should I start with all the heroic stuff me and this dude did for the people in Hawaii? You can't... No, Ryuji, stop. You can't rizz her up. She's my girlfriend.
Yes!
Loading, loading. Oh, it's another assembly.
You know what, right? With the principal.
We're gonna get to see Maruki. I guarantee it. We're gonna get to see the school counselor. Our boyfriend. Who's this guy?
We will now begin the emergency morning assembly. As many of you may already know, Principal Kobayakawa passed away yesterday.
I'm gonna immediately start making memes about it.
I wonder if that suicide rumor's for real. It happened
You know,
in front
like
of the
when other bad
police
people
station,
die.
didn't it? I think I was passing through there at the time.
The principal had been working hard to restore peace ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida.
Well, that's a lie. He'd been working hard to protect his own rear end.
He only wished for everyone to be able to lead a normal school life. And because of that love...
Love? Bullshit, he was covering something up. Everyone's been talking
See,
about
the
it.
student body knows. I agree.
Maybe it wasn't suicide. Do you think the Phantom Thieves took him down?
Death by potato peeler. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Death by a million cuts.
The Phantom Thieves? Do they kill people?
No, Phantom Thieves don't kill. I mean, I might, but...
I mean, Kamoshida did say he was gonna kill himself to make up for everything he did.
That would be amazing.
Oh, holy crap.
Either way, it serves that principal.
I didn't realize that the students were that hard up about getting rid of this guy.
Hell no! We didn't do jack shit!
Are people gonna blame us for this too?
I mean, maybe it'll make them afraid of us.
to see everyone live up to our late principal's wishes as proud Shujin students. And
Why would we be proud of going to this school? This school sucks. This school is terrible. This is like the worst school I've ever seen. I mean, there's that school in Akira, but...
I had noticed traces of tampering.
Oh, back in the future.
Does that mean you truly took the data from my laptop?
Yes, indeed, I took the data from your laptop. What are you going to do about it?
No matter how I think about it, that would have been impossible unless Makoto was helping you.
Yeah. You've already been made aware that Makoto was working with me. Your own sister.
But she would never do something so foolish.
Clearly she did, and it wasn't foolish.
And is it true that you were completely uninvolved with the Kobayakawa case?
Yes, indeed. It's true.
What does this mean?
You're the prosecutor, you figure it out.
But I suppose targeting someone at Shujin again and actually taking their life would be nonsensical.
That's what I've been saying, Sai.
I have no reason to believe everything you've said.
I mean, I have no reason not to reach over and... Never mind.
However, it seems you aren't the type of person who would lie just to protect themselves.
I mean, I might, if it meant protecting myself.
I will acknowledge what I must. It's more efficient that way.
My bond with her? I don't have a bond with her.
All right.
She's a prosecutor.
In any case, let's move on to the topic at hand.
All prosecutors are bastards.
If you saw my investigation data, you would have had the same suspicions I did about Okumura.
Even a noose is a form of a bond, that's true.
And if you looked into his palace, you should have seen the answer to those suspicions.
You've got our next
Tell
target.
me, what did the Phantom Thieves do to Okumura? What did you learn from him? Why did it turn out as it did? I need you to tell me everything.
I ain't telling you shit, copper. I have my Fifth Amendment right. Well, actually, I don't have a Fifth Amendment right. This is Japan. And the legal system is completely jacked up. Not that it's much better here, but you basically don't have those rights.
Before we talk about the data we got from Sis, we need to discuss the incident with the principal.
Fine, we'll talk about the principal.
People are already
Principal
talking
Egghead.
about it online.
Nobody's saying it's because of the Phantom Thieves. So far.
And if we have a fan site, why don't we just put out messages? Why aren't we making official statements? And why is Mishima not giving us a cut of the profits from the Phantom Thieves merchandise?
People think he did it because that tabloid exposed how he was covering up Kamoshida's abuses.
Oh yeah, that's right. Although, the journalist who did that did get their information from me, so I guess I did leak the info that led to the expose that led to his death. So yeah, I guess I did play a role.
Could it be that we're...
No, don't think about that.
If we hadn't changed Kamoshida's heart, maybe this never would have happened.
Well, Kamoshida was bad too.
But then Kamoshida would have kept doing what he did if we didn't go and take him down.
Good point, Ryuji. The needs of the many.
There's a lot of opinions online. It's only natural that he died. Covering up crimes is wrong.
It's true.
The comments I've seen are similar as well. Only the Phantom Thieves are on our side.
That's right. When there is no justice, people will turn to vigilantes.
I wish the Phantom Thieves would take down the police and the politicians of this country.
Also true. I mean, Congress has about the same approval rating as Ebola.
It's not just the news. There's even Phantom Thieves merchandise now.
Man, that would be sick.
I never expected we'd end up such a big deal.
It seems like the public would rather believe in us than in the adults.
Light Yagami did target all the wrong people, that's very true.
People are trying to get the Phantom Thieves to solve societal problems, not just personal ones.
Yeah, because we're living in a society.
This is kind of scary.
Don't be scared, An. I'm here.
Are we really doing the right thing?
I mean, the principal was covering stuff up, right? I guess he got what was coming to him.
Yeah, don't get cold feet now, guys. Now that we're really making a difference. Yeah, Henry, the adults are like literally evil. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with getting rid of these evil people.
Whoa, guys, let's get back on topic. Weren't we going to discuss the data we obtained from Nijima?
Thank you, Morgana.
You tell them, Inari.
Fox?
Why me? First, Prosecutor Nijima has been looking into the continued cases of people suddenly collapsing.
Okay, we knew that.
It seems she is searching for a common thread to tie them all together.
That makes perfect sense.
Some parts seem to be speculation, but she has cited a beneficiary of the majority of these incidents.
Okumura.
The corporation Okumura Foods. More prominently, its CEO, Kunikazu Okumura.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to take this guy down.
Okumura? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, Ryuji, we were talking about it just a few days ago. Like, were you not there? I mean, you were.
From Big Bang Burger.
Oh, that's right.
Big Bang Burger? For real?
Yep, the CEO of McDonald's.
You know, they only got famous sometime in the past few years. They even had a branch in Hawaii.
It says here they benefited both from scandals and the resignations of their competitors' executives.
Oh, so they're using the metacognition stuff to take out of their competition. I mean, it's smart. Evil,
That
but
would
smart.
seem to be the case. This is too suspicious, though. Only one CEO is profiting from these seemingly accidental incidents.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? That'll be $8. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Hello, St. Saturnus. It's good to see you again. Hello. How could Mark Wahlberger do this? Yeah, you may not remember Keenan and Kel or all that. Maybe I'm just too old.
I'd think it's natural to suspect he's intentionally causing them.
I was actually thinking about Kablam the other day. I don't know why it came up. I was thinking about Life with Loopy, Prometheus and Bob, Action League now. Thunder Girl. She flies like thunder.
I get that, but still.
We have even more evidence than that.
Yeah.
Tell them, Futaba.
It's true, Alex.
They already tried putting Okumura's name in the nav. He has a palace for sure.
Yeah, so Kablam was a Nickelodeon, sketch comedy, not sketch comedy, but it was a compilation show. It had a bunch of little, smaller shows in it. And it was Action League Now, Life with Loopy, Prometheus and Bob. They were little shorts. Some of them were stop motion, which was really fun. Demon Warrior, I do remember SWAT Cats, and I remember Samurai Pizza Cats, and I remember Road Rovers, and Stone Protectors, and Street Sharks. Yeah.
That settles it then. He's totally our next target.
Stone Protectors.
That's right. Okumura is at the top of the rankings after all.
How many of you remember Wienerville? With the little puppets.
Hold on. That doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. If we jump into this too carelessly. Beyond that, this Phantom Thieves fad is unsettling.
I didn't even remember that one, Rao. You don't remember Stone Protectors? They were big trolls with a gem in their chest. And they were different gems. And they protected these magical power stones. It was basically to sell action figures. I do remember the Herculoids. With the little white blob guy. You don't remember Wienerville? It was a puppet show. Mark Wiener had these really funny little puppet characters. One was Boney. I'm Boney, I'm Boney. Leave me alone-y. It was funny. As a kid, I don't know. I mean, obviously you all remember Legends of the Hidden Temple. And, Guts. What else?
Hey Boney, my girlfriend wants me to write her a love poem. Got any thoughts?
Yeah, I got one. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 1. I don't! 2. I still...
Yeah, that was Wienerville.
Yeah, the excitement levels don't feel normal. We might want to let things calm down a bit first.
You too, On? You're just gonna go against what people want?
Oh no, the Phantom Thieves are having division. I think it's our first argument.
Huh? No, but...
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
For real?
Looks like we're not gonna agree today, then.
Sheesh, some team you are. What's with all the hesitation? I can't stand this.
I agree, Morgana. Let's go in.
Even you, Ryuji. You just back down the second someone disagrees with you.
Okay, I think you're going a little too far, Morgana.
What?
I guess all you've been talking about is using the Phantom Thieves' name to pick up girls anyway.
Ooh, I mean, he's not wrong. He's kind of got you there, Ryuji. You've almost exposed us multiple times by almost outright saying you're a Phantom Thief.
Being hyped up because of the popularity is fine, but getting conceited over it is unacceptable.
Hey, aren't you acting for your own benefit here too?
Well, that's because Morgana is stuck as a cat.
My appearance might have changed, but I'm still an admirable human. At the very least, I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
Wow. Okay, We're getting a little bit heated. Everybody calm down. Everybody relax.
You little...
Fine. I can take on some small-time target like Okumura on my own.
Ouch.
Sorry, but it looks like I'll be getting the credit for solving the mental shutdown mystery.
Can I say something here?
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Ouchies.
Hey, that's inexcusable!
We were kind of mean to Morgana earlier, though.
I'm going to show you who the useless one actually is.
All right then, bring it on!
Why can't I say that I'm gonna help?
Ryuji, stop!
Looks like I don't belong here after all. Well, this is goodbye.
What the hell is happening? Why do I not get a dialogue option?
Morgana, wait!
See you.
Okay. What the hell that just happened?
I bet he's back in no time.
Why couldn't I intervene here? I agree with Morgana. We need to go in. Oh! Oh, I got that Deku nut. I got nutted.
Damn it!
Oh my! I've also said that I've never been able to get this one jingle out of my head from a cartoon show that was obviously also made to sell toys. And I don't even need to start typing it because it shows up immediately. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm just into old shows. I think there's such a great time capsule. There's such a great... I don't want the commercial. I don't want the commercial. I want the theme song. I wish I could set the amount of time that the videos go to longer. Yeah, that was like a Western take on like a Sailor Moon. But each of the Jewel Riders had a Pegasus and a special gem. We're sort of like He-Man for girls.
All right. I've managed by myself before, and I can do it again now.
Yeah, they're just handing out wings and horns to anybody. Just like Twilight Sparkle.
You just need to take down Okumura before those guys do.
It's that girl. It's the well-behaved student.
Huh? That kitty.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe you've done this.
The public believes in the justice of the Phantom Thieves. They have no interest in that principal.
Why would they have interest in the principal?
Equal levels of frustration.
Again, the principal was literally evil.
Turned everyone against
he covered
me.
up for an abusive teacher.
Then again, I won't allow mere criticism to break my spirit so easily.
We won't keep letting ourselves be defeated either.
Why are you relying on a literal teenager, Sai? See, this prosecutor, I don't like any adult in this game. Like, none of them have been any good.
My suspicion after the hacker's case last month is now conviction, thanks to the principal's death. The mental shutdown cases and the psychotic breakdowns are surely the Phantom Thieves' doing.
No they aren't.
I remember the data you showed me about Okumura foods. Is that the basis for these beliefs?
There have been frequent occurrences of mental shutdowns surrounding Okumura recently. If only there was a clear connection between him and the Phantom Thieves. Well, it would be problematic if there wasn't one.
Well, if we take that guy down, then they're going to be like, oh no, there's no connection.
So, you're jumping the gun here.
Oop, got her.
You really told a man you would terminate his parental authority based purely on your speculation? I'm surprised you would say such a thing to the owner of a cafe you frequent.
Got her ass.
It's all for the sake of the case.
See, yeah, she's just lying and threatening people. Soichiro has nothing to do with any of this.
You may have the backing of the SIU's director, but you've been far too aggressive, Sai-san. You're trespassing into police territory. Don't say nobody warned you if this becomes an issue later.
My superiors told me the same thing.
Yeah, Alex, I mean, if I could do these without anybody noticing... And the thing is, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out who's doing this. It started out with a person at one particular school. Other people at the school have been affected. Then again, you know, for the sake of the narrative, they have to help us. They have to have us be found out.
We first need to know what methods the Phantom Thieves are using. The police can't make a move unless that becomes apparent, after all.
This opponent can't be caught by following the rules. What need is there to stick to formalities?
Oh, so you're not even going to follow the law.
You wish to ignore protocol in order to reform society.
He's got her there too. She's basically just doing what she thinks we're doing.
I hope you realize that's no different than what the Phantom Thieves are doing.
Again, he's got her nailed there.
It's a shame. Especially since we both want to capture the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns.
Which isn't even the Phantom Thieves.
I'm really messed up.
You think, Morgana?
Shall we dispose of it?
Leave it be. We do not have time to waste on a solitary feline.
Is this really impossible alone? How horrible! What? I can't see. Who's there? Esther.
Master? I mean, only Kawakami is supposed to call me that.
Hey, have you seen
No man is an island after all, Alex. That's right. I'm worried about my little friend Morgana.
Me too. I just kinda expected
Morgana
he'd
didn't
come
grind
home
enough
when he
levels.
got hungry.
That's right, Ro.
Oh, maybe he went to someone else's place. Let's ask.
No, Morgana has not come back. It's possible he got into an accident. Jeez, Makoto, that's kind of dark.
Aren't they all being way too cold about this? Oh well. Have a good day.
Don't worry, I will. Now I can go see my girlfriend again. Yeah, Morgana just didn't play enough solo BG3. I just finished a recent playthrough of BG3. I did an evil run. Me and Minthara ended up ruling the world. Me and my impossibly sexy evil drow girlfriend. Damn, this Phantom Thief supporter says, we need a scumbag cleansing to purify the world. This guy's on my wavelength. Can I get him involved in the Phantom Thieves? Like, hey man, he seems like you got a good head on your shoulders.
Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. Okay.
Why is it not stopping?
Let's kill him.
I told you
Let's kill this
to do this
guy.
only
Let's
once.
beat him to death with hammers. Okay. Let's kill him. Let's kill this guy.
It
Let's
won't
beat
stop.
him to death with hammers. Okay.
It's supposed to automatically turn off after one time. It used to work.
That's disappointing.
Oh, Mr. Inui, you say your wife threw out one of your books without asking you. Why would she throw away a book? The Okumura Way. With his logical management skills, he revived his company that was on the verge of bankruptcy. You mean with his evil ways? He started Big Bang Burger? She sold it. Oh, she sold it. Okay, well that's better. What do you want? A second-hand shop is mostly meant for sales of goods and supporting charitable causes, but...
Do you know the answer?
What does a pawn shop offer that a second-hand shop doesn't? The ability to buy it back. money loans for collateral.
This is it.
Very good.
Correct. They do also, yeah, you can buy weapons at a pawn shop. You can buy the power of friendship. And this gun I found. I've never got a question wrong in this classroom, and everyone still thinks I'm a delinquent. Oh yeah, the Okumura guy's gonna get into politics. He's gonna try to be president. Dang, a shady businessman is gonna try to run for president? Yeah, it's not gonna be good for Japan. Intruder, after them. Dang, why are the Daleks here?
Another one has been located. Be on guard. There are 2 of them. Divide and pursue.
I've never seen Doctor Who, but...
Intruders discovered. Commencing pursuit protocol.
Oh no, run away! Run away!
Mona's still not home.
I'm sure he'll come back when he gets hungry.
On to our next story. Late last night, multiple glass windows were found shattered at the Okumura Foods corporate headquarters.
Good. Oh, Alex, you're just getting to this part. Well, fantastic. Your playthrough, I hope, is going well.
Other damages have also been reported, including the destruction of a statue depicting Mr. Okumura.
Awesome. Good job.
Wonder if someone's got a grudge against that guy.
Well, he is rich.
However, there were no signs of a break-in. Identifying the culprit is expected to be difficult.
It's possible that Monakita tried. Oh, man. I don't want to go to the palace. I want to do other stuff. Oh, I want to do other stuff around town. I'm going to get railroaded again. Can't hang out with my girlfriends, my boyfriends. Can't go to the arcade. No, I have responsibilities.
I can't stop watching news about the Phantom Thieves.
Hilarious. Impossible.
When do I go get to see my Chihaya again?
Holy crap, this place is huge.
That's called a skyscraper, Yuji.
It is the headquarters of a large corporation, after all.
If anything, getting into the real building is impossible.
Mona seriously went to a palace based on somewhere like this?
It's definitely on a different scale than the ones we've dealt with previously.
I searched Okumura online. He's totally up to something.
He's a rich businessman. Of course he's shady.
Don't you think he's guilty too?
We'll know soon enough.
I'm positive I'm right.
We're here for Mona.
I know. We gotta make sure we squeeze the juice on those mental shutdown things out of him too.
We're gonna squeeze the juice out of
You found
him.
the palace keywords, right, Futaba?
The corporate HQ is outer space.
How did you find that out?
Huh? The hell?
Oh, so that's
Oh,
why it's
Big Bang
called
Burger.
Big Bang Burger. Big Bang is space lingo, you know?
Not necessarily. So the concept behind the store branch name came from the CEO himself.
Outer space, How exciting.
We better be able to breathe once we get in there.
I'm sure we'll be able to breathe once we get in there.
Is everyone ready? I'm activating it now.
Oh god, it's Akechi. I mean, he is my boyfriend, but...
You're already considered threats?
President Okumura must be on guard, what with everything that's been...
That bastard. He's just causing more trouble for us.
Let's just kill this guy.
Whoa.
Let's just bring out the doohickey and get rid of him.
It's as though we're in a film. I wish I had brought my sketchbook.
Oh, that's right, we're all in our swimsuits. Who do I have with me? Makoto and An. I'm gonna need a healer. I don't really have one. Need somebody to replace... Should we take Yusuke or Ryuji with us? Do we want the delinquent boy or the art boy? I like Yusuke's hoodie.
What is the matter?
I'll be counting on you, my friend. Alright, let's do this thing. Gotta get used to the controls again.
Hey.
What is this? It's a lever for an elevator.
Alright!
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're with us. Thank you, Futaba. I'm glad we have the Gunner Gamer Girl. Spaceport facility. Can I steal everything? What can I steal? I'm gonna steal this brain in a jar. Got some techno going on. It's Dalex.
What is that?
Drones.
Robots? There are tons of them.
We're gonna be able to kill the AI. All these robots.
They all have the Big Bang Burger logo.
They're saying something.
What are they saying?
You must adhere to your shifts.
Well, yeah, we've got Cybermen and Dalex already. Wow.
If you don't like it, you can quit. However, you will not be compensated.
What are they talking about?
They're talking about normal job stuff.
Oh.
They're talking about how they don't have a union.
They said it's being disposed of.
These robots are part of Okumura's cognition, correct? That means they represent...
That means they represent the employees.
This is pure speculation. But
Not
this
really.
is most likely how the workers of Okumura Foods are viewed by their CEO.
So he thinks they're his robots?
Yeah, consistent theme here on business
They're
people
treated like this in
see employees
reality
as
well,
disposable.
then the company truly is exploiting them.
See? Okumura is a piece of shit, just like I said!
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Mona is our main objective here.
Well, I mean, Mona is a cat. You can always
He
get another
doesn't seem
cat.
to be anywhere nearby. Let's search further in.
Damn it.
You could literally go outside right now, and within about 20 minutes find a cat to adopt.
There's a treasure chest. Come, let's open it.
I'll be taking that. Can't we just hack these terminals? Brain in a jar? Haven't seen any Cybermen yet that I can fight. Hold on a second, Joker. Force field. Biometric authentication.
This is...
Error, error.
Oh, this is...
Ryuji, it's not gonna open.
What's up with this?
Look at it. There's no way we can force that thing open.
We've hit a blockade quite early, but we have to control the real Okumura's cognition to pass.
Oh, that means Mona hasn't been able to proceed any further either.
Which means
So
Mona
if
has
he's
to be
here
somewhere
in the
here.
Palace, he would have to be somewhere before this door. Halt, Vigilante!
Who's that?
It's the well-behaved girl.
Those clothes. Could she be? A black mask? Wait, is she the one Madarame and Kaneshiro were talking about?
So, she's the reason
She's
for all those
Tuxedo
people
Mask.
going brain dead? It was a...
It was a girl this whole time.
Are you the one who has been following us?
Say something, damn it!
Enough of your misunderstandings.
Mona.
Mona! You're okay!
Long time no see, Panther.
It hasn't been a long time. It's literally been less than 24 hours, Morgana. What are you talking about?
Hasn't been that long.
Thank you, Ryuji.
If you came for the treasure, you should just go home with your tail between your legs.
Actually, we were looking for you.
The treasure will be taken by me, and this beauty thief.
Oh my god.
Beauty thief? I'll have you know she's a Persona user too. My name is Beauty Thief.
Okay.
She
Sounds like
really
kind of a
called
stupid name.
herself that?
Any tension that was in the air has just gone out the window.
We will take the treasure.
Sure you will.
Mona already said that. You are not qualified to be phantom thieves. Do you even understand what it means to be a phantom thief? An admirable phantom thief is...
You're cringe.
Yeah, tell them! You! What do you think it means? Yes, that's right.
I'm the leader of this whole operation. I am the Phantom Thief.
Enough with the idle chit-chat!
I am the lead real Phantom Thief here.
You started it.
Mona, who the hell is she?
Wait, I'll fix this. You!
Me?
Learn to take a hint.
She's cringe.
Huh?
And you're very vulgar and very stupid.
Okay, well, she's got you there, Ryuji.
What?
What was it again? You came all the way here just to say that.
Yeah, this is really awkward, you guys. Do you just want to maybe go home?
I don't know. Kinda feels like she ain't dangerous at all.
We will take the treasure.
Yeah, just keep repeating that.
You already said that. We don't have time to chat.
We're gonna have to kill him.
No point, it won't...
Don't underestimate us.
Is she related to this guy? Is that why she can get in?
Behind you!
Here they come.
Huh? Yeah.
Snap out of it, we need to go!
We'll meet up later at our usual spot. Let's hurry!
I just knew Moto would betray us.
Oh, hey.
Bet you're tired.
Yeah, it would really be nice to get some
quite
refreshment by hanging out with my maid. Welcome, Puppy Sensei. Another one of our fantastic friends, Puppy Sensei. Make sure that you are going and following our good friend.
I haven't felt exhausted
Mogura was
like
here
this
earlier.
since I first awakened to my persona.
We really
What
got to
have
do
you been
something about
looking
this
at all this time?
cat.
Sorry, I just didn't want to stand around and wait.
Yeah, and now my
The burglary
cat
at
isn't here to
Okumura
prevent me
Foods is
from
circulating
calling
in
up the
news
maid.
Again.
Oh, where were you, Ryuji?
Damn it! Why'd they keep coming after only me?
Well, Ryuji, they did say that you were vulgar and
Beauty
stupid.
thief opened that door.
That door most likely had a biometric authentication lock. So how'd she get it to open?
Because she's related to Mr. Okumura.
I wonder who that girl could be.
It's Mr. Okumura's daughter. I've already figured out the mystery.
We were told that she's a persona user, correct? Do you believe it's true?
Well, she did look like one.
Did Mona betray us?
Maybe.
No.
Oh, sorry, Futaba.
I don't think he's betrayed us. If he had, it'd make more sense for him to directly threaten us, such as exposing our identities.
I mean, but then I could just threaten to have him spayed or neutered.
Either way, how the hell's Morgana related to that beauty thief?
Considering her tone and physique, she looked about our age.
Why were you looking at her physique and tone, Yusuke?
I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
Yeah, we saw her in Hawaii.
For real? Where at?
At school, I think?
Yeah. She's the well-behaved girl.
Wait, what? But now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen her too.
Yes, Ryuji, we saw her in Hawaii.
Is she a student of Shujin?
I just feel like that's the case. She did have a mask on, after all. The registry in the student council room has photos of every student. Let's check them all tomorrow. If we can figure out the identity of the beauty thief, that may help us regain contact with Morgana.
I mean, that's cool and all, but I have other priorities.
Probe into Okumura Foods, then.
There are other things that I want to do.
It'd be best if we investigate how sudden mental shutdowns are connected to them.
We're gonna take them down.
I have a tarot reader girlfriend, and a journalist girlfriend, and a teacher girlfriend. Oh, the evil restaurant is using low-quality ingredients. Employees are being exploited. Yeah, the guy's evil. He's a businessman. Let's just kill these guys. With hammers. Oh my god, I can't even go outside again? Even with my cat gone, I can't even do anything but go to bed. Stop railroading me, Atlas. Want to go eat a Big Bang Burger. A Bang Bang Burger.
Yeah!
Okumura's at the top of the list on the fan site. They never pay overtime, which is illegal. Oh, someone died at the job site? Okay, so it's like Amazon. And they strong-arm competitors. Time for a boycott. There might be human meat in there. Kawakami! Oh. Yeah, Morgana probably gave her that stupid name, Beauty Thief. Don't let your guard down, Ryuji. You're probably the most likely to do that. She's Okumura's daughter, guys. Come on. It's not that hard to figure out.
Oh! Man, this girl's hot!
Oh, Morgana was right about you, Ryuji.
Ah, but she's younger than me.
Ryuji! No way! She's the same age as me? She looks like my dad's friend.
Get back to work.
All of these kids are so unprofessional.
It's no surprise our concentration is waning. Even if it's only the female students, there are easily hundreds of them.
They're all starting to look the same to me.
Think we can really find her?
I'm sure of it.
Someone sure is confident.
Power of positivity.
Hmm? This girl!
There she is. The only one with non-brown hair.
Okumura?
Okumura. There we go.
Wasn't the beauty thief like this too? Especially the fluffy hair.
That's gotta be her.
It would also explain how she got past the door's biometric reader. This may be worth looking into.
You think?
But why was she at the palace?
We could just make her spill the beans herself.
She may have already gone home for the day, so let's try tomorrow. I'm gonna lock up.
I mean, we could
See you all
try
tomorrow.
next week. Give me time to go do other stuff. It's Haru. Isn't Haru one of those horse girls?
Would you happen to be interested in gardening?
Yeah, you want some help?
Really? In that case...
I mean, this isn't what I really wanted to do, but
If you could help me unload this?
I'm big and strong, and I can help you.
Boys sure are strong. Thank you.
That's a weird thing to say.
You're a second year, aren't you? That makes me just a tad older.
Oh, okay. That was a weird comment.
Have we met somewhere before? Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm
Yeah, you haven't even told me your name.
Haru Okumura, correct? The only daughter of Kunikazu Okumura.
Just a
CEO
tad,
of
just a
Okumura
little bit older.
Foods. Care to explain why you were inside your father's palace?
Oh wow, Makoto just comes right out and says it.
Oh, so that's where we met. Wow, you figured it out in just a day.
Yeah, because we're the real Phantom
really
Thieves.
good in that biker gang outfit. Let's not talk about that.
I mean, we could talk a little bit more about you and your biker gang outfit.
So, why did you become a Phantom Thief? My father's highly regarded as a manager.
Kaizaki-kun!
but I had
Oh, Persona,
various
yes. Salutations.
doubts about him.
Great to have you with us. The YouTube title is probably wrong, isn't it? Probably didn't update. Between YouTube and Twitch, I honestly can't figure out which one is worse.
Things have grown quite serious lately.
Yeah, this is my first time playing through any Persona game.
That's why I want to make amends.
We're on the 16th
even though it
of
may
September.
only be for my own satisfaction. But I wonder if this is just running from the problem. Where did you meet Morgana?
Yeah, where'd you meet my stupid cat?
It was pure coincidence. I found a lonely-looking cat in front of our office building.
Well, he's lonely
And that
because he
was
ran away from
Morgana?
us.
And when I followed him, I ended up in the metaverse. There's no way for me to change my father's company. But if I became a Phantom Thief, I thought I'd at least be able to change him.
Maybe. Why don't we help you?
Isn't there any way we can work together? I can't cooperate with people who don't know what they want to do. What you're doing is unnecessarily causing a stir among the public.
Okay, I don't like this girl anymore. Tried Persona 2 once. How was it? I've been thinking about doing other Persona games after I finish this one. Although I think the next game we play will be Kingdom Hearts. I've never played any Kingdom Hearts game, and I got
Besides,
a bundle of them on
Phantom
sale.
Thieves who should be helping the weak are not helping their own teammate.
Morgana ran away, Haru. What are you talking
I
about?
just want my father to atone for his crimes. And help Mona-chan, who gave me a chance to do just that. But aren't our objectives the same? No, thank you. I will do this with Mona-chan and him alone.
Okay, bye. Not gonna help you anymore.
She hit quite a sore spot. We don't know what we want to do, huh?
I don't understand this dialogue, though. I do know what we want to do. I know exactly what we want to do. The game just won't let me do it. The game just won't let me do what I really want to do to all these bad adults.
Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. Oh.
I mean, all these adults are just terrible. They're evil, horrible human beings, and we just need to get rid of them. We just need to fire up the doohickey and get rid of them.
It seems getting her cooperation won't be possible. Let's consult with the others on her next move. We shouldn't ignore Morgana either.
I think we can ignore Morgana. We really haven't even been using Morgana. Except for them using them as a truck.
I'm home, Father.
Oh, here's the evil guy.
Drive them away.
Yeah, this guy sucks
That's
already.
Right. Make it a priority. I finally get a foothold
No,
in the
make this
politics
guy
when this happens.
Suck on
Phantom
a
thieves?
gun.
Huh. Did the media ask you anything?
No, not at all.
Oh.
What's this about Phantom Thieves?
Oh, no.
It seems I'm ranked first on the forum of these so-called Phantom Thieves.
Is it because of the news coverage?
Yeah, it's probably because of the news coverage of your company exploiting workers, and one of them died, and you're using cheap ingredients. I mean, it's probably because of that.
It's jealousy of the successful.
You're gonna be sucking a full load of this gun, buddy.
Nothing but the barks of the masses who lack the resolve to sacrifice what's needed for their well-being. Both the young and the old are overjoyed with some foolish idols. This country has no future.
Buddy, you have no future. I have a gun
What
and a
if
knife.
they do exist? What if these Phantom Thieves really can steal hearts?
Are you still having doubts about me?
No.
More importantly, I hope things are going well with that young man.
What young man?
Yes, Father.
Very well, then. He may not seem like it, but he's still the son of an
Oh.
influential politician. Be cordial.
He's already trying to marry her off?
He'll eventually become a necessary connection for this company. Or rather, for me.
I understand.
He's just using his daughter for political purposes. This guy's gotta die. I don't want to change this guy's heart. I want to rip it from his chest.
Good. That's how a daughter of Okumura should be.
This guy genuinely sucks ass. I'm just gonna kill him. I'm gonna defeat him with the power of friendship. And this gun I found. Oh, Morgana's doing requests. Okay, I guess we have to be railroaded. Not gonna even let me go out. Again! I don't like being railroaded in the game. I want to be able to go out and do other stuff. Let me spend time with my teacher girl.
I can't believe it.
Don't box me in.
Hi,
Miss
everyone.
Yes, we're worn out from our trip. Hawaii doesn't even count as going to a foreign country. Yes, it does. It's literally another country. What are you talking about? Mr. Dickus, show me how much you know your English. Oh, she doesn't know that I speak English fluently.
Let's hear it.
What's the origin of the phrase, cat got your tongue? I don't actually know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but... Cats eating human tongues? That's really it?
Good.
In ancient Egypt, it's said that the tongues of liars and blasphemers were cut out and fed to cats. Okay, that actually makes more sense then. I'm really smart, though. Cat has 9 lives. I mean, they don't, but... Yeah, everyone in the world wants us to take out Okumura Foods. I know that. Fan site. Oh, here we are.
You're going to apologize when Mona comes, all right?
I'm not going to apologize.
I know already. And why are you just saying that to me?
I didn't say anything wrong.
We need to be wary of the beauty thief, too.
I'm
So
always
we're doing a
wary of beauty
stakeout here.
thieves.
We'd better be ready for the long haul.
Does time pass normally?
Ain't he gonna show
in
up
Mementos?
today? I mean, what time is it now?
Hold that thought.
You guys are seriously slacking off way too much.
Do you have business with us? Aren't you fulfilling the requests on the Phantom Aficionado website? Even leaving comments?
Yeah, that's
It'd be
our site.
best if you don't accept them so recklessly.
The police will track you down in no time. If that were to happen, we'd be caught up in it as well.
That's not what I intended.
Oh, well, intentions don't matter, do they, Haru?
But that would be my fault.
Yes, it would, Haru.
I'm actually not that great with machines. I'm truly sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
They're telling us for our sake. We should be thanking them.
That's right.
Won't you please put what happened behind us?
So I'm the one you're here for?
Yeah, we told you that already, Morgana.
You guys need me after all? Is that it?
Really?
Ryuji! We're sorry too, Morgana. We weren't taking your feelings into consideration
I'm
at
not
all.
sorry, Morgana. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even get a chance to say. I even agreed with Morgana. You guys suck.
Everyone, shouldn't you be using code names?
Ryuji didn't really mean what he said.
And then she
you know?
immediately doesn't use her
He
code
wants
name.
to apologize.
Come on.
Well, it's like... It was my bad, too. I mean, I don't mind if you're not human.
What a douche.
Yeah, you are a douche, Ryuji.
On setup was completely ruined.
Oh, is that right? So I am just some useless cat to you guys. You're so full of yourselves, but do you have the skills to back that up?
I really don't like how I'm being dragged down by this horrible team.
Try and catch me then.
No.
Get in, beauty thief. If you can't do this, don't count on me ever coming back.
Let's just let the cat leave and do this on our own. I'm tired of
There
dealing
they
with this
go.
cat.
Did he even think about how long he made us wait? Fine, we'll do this.
Ryuji, this is literally your fault.
Jeez, this isn't what we came here to do.
It really isn't what we came here to do, is it? I should be the one just doing this on my own.
All right.
Piece of cake.
We don't have a car.
I'm okay.
Great. Oh, here's a dead end. Easy enough.
Hey.
I'm gonna buy him cheap cat food after this. He is not getting Purina.
Okay.
And he crashed. He's not so great a driver without me behind the wheel, huh? God, Ryuji really is making this all worse.
Hey!
You gotta hear us out, Morgana.
There's nothing I have to talk to you about.
Come on, there's no need to keep being so stubborn.
I can't just give in like this. I have my pride to protect.
So right now, my tier list is Futaba is A tier. Makoto and An are, well, Makoto is B tier. Yusuke and An are C tier. Ryuji and Morgana are right now in D tier. Futaba is the best girl. I completely agree, Puppy Sensei. Right now, Futaba is the best girl.
What's that over there?
It's a monster.
Huh?
It's what's in... Oh god. That was the cheapest...
Shoot.
It seems we've fallen for the oldest trick in the book.
We didn't fall for it. You guys did.
It'll never end at this rate. What do we do now? I don't hear the sound of his engine at all. Could they have left mementos?
Her lack of vehicle puts us at a severe disadvantage.
Damn it! Freaking Morgana.
Frickin' Ryuji. Frickin' you. Ryuji, you did this to us.
Serves them right. Are you sure that was what you wanted? Of course it was.
I don't like this.
You made me look everywhere for you.
Who the hell is this guy now?
What were you doing somewhere without any reception? Out late with guys, that's it, isn't it?
Oh, I hate this guy already.
I would never do such a thing.
Come on, let me have some fun too, will ya? Can't you do that for me?
Ah! Haru! You little...
Yeah, attack him.
What the? Goddamn cat!
Oh, sheesh.
Mona-chan! Damn it. I am useless.
You kind of are useless right now.
Someone...
Will you shut up, you stupid cat? Damn that Morgana. He is so getting it the next time we run into him.
Looks like he already got it.
Was that Mona's voice? Hey, over there!
Please! Let
Oh, we're gonna have
go.
to beat up another abuser. That's fine by me.
Okumura-san! Mona!
The hell are you doing to our friend? Sorry about the disturbance. It's just a lover's quarrel with my fiancée.
What? But she's clearly fighting you.
Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. Oh.
How dare you make a fool of me? I'll be telling your father about this too. I won't forget your faces.
Sometimes this game
you
really
okay?
pisses me off.
I'm fine, but Mona-chan... This is nothing.
Was that person really your fiance?
Whoa, so you're engaged then?
She's like
That
16.
didn't seem like an ordinary fight, though. Shouldn't you talk to your parents about it?
I think it'd be useless. I'll just be told to beg for his forgiveness, even if it means groveling on the ground.
It seems she has her reasons.
I'll, apologize about what happened earlier. Would you let Haru rest for a while?
Of course.
Thanks.
So dramatic. It's like, chill out, guys.
I'm sorry. I fell asleep.
Did you get enough rest?
Was her nap 30 minutes or 90 minutes? I mean, hopefully it was.
Mona-chan? Anyway, it's just as I told you a moment ago. I can't have you guys risk your lives anymore for someone useless like me.
Oh,
to be
good.
frank, there's no assurance that I'll turn back into a human either. This can't be called a fair deal. That's why I think we should split up.
Who said we're acting as phantom thieves for your sake? I'm doing it to expand my own horizons.
No need to tiptoe around the situation.
We're not.
We're splitting up.
Ac tu libre.
You should stop lying. Do you remember what you said to me when I found you collapsed in the metaverse?
Yeah, do you remember?
That you're a phantom thief. That you're going to get stronger and have the others acknowledge you. You love
Witness
being
me.
here, don't you?
Of course not.
Oh, he's
I was lying to
being
myself too. But when I found the
tsundere.
contract with my persona, I understood it all. Doing this because my father is doing something horrible was nothing but a superficial reason. The truth is, I
Don't want to get married, right?
thought that since an adult with responsibilities made the decision, it couldn't be wrong.
Ah, but you forgot that all of the adults in this game are horrible.
I was
Like
such a
over-the-top
fool,
evil.
tied down by vague notions, and stayed quiet as my marriage partner was chosen. But I won't tolerate this anymore.
Hell yeah.
I can't stand that creep!
Let's kill them all.
That's how I truly feel.
Why are you looking at me all of a sudden?
Mona-chan, why is it that you always talked about becoming human again?
Yeah, don't you want to stay as a cat? Sleeping all day, licking yourself.
At first, I only thought of this team as a temporary dwelling until I regained my memories. But I wasn't making any progress on finding out what I am or why I was born.
Figuring out why you were born, I mean, that's a human problem right there.
Morgana.
I wanted a reason of my own. A reason to stay with the Phantom Thieves. I don't have anyone I want to save or get revenge on. Someone like me has no reason to stay here. That's why, to me, this team is...
Come on, say it. You can do it.
Yeah, say it, you overdramatic cat.
It's the only place I can belong. I want to stay here forever.
That was refreshingly honest.
Finally, you dumbass cat.
You should have just said so from the start. Jeez.
Ryuji, I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth.
If you
This is
stick
all
with
your
me,
fault.
There's no telling what kind of trouble will come up. You better be sure about this.
It's a little late for all that, don't you think? Of course we want to stay with you too.
As long as you don't stop me from going out anymore.
Well, I'm sorry I worried you guys.
I wasn't actually all that worried, Morgana.
This is where I belong. My mind's all set. I'll make sure to work hard to pay my dues. It's too late to cancel our deal, got it?
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do it. Together.
We're reforming our give and take deal.
Now, can I please call my maid? Can I please call my maid? I need a little refreshment.
All right.
Well, in the end, wouldn't you say that your encounter with us was destiny?
That's right. Encounter.
Oh crap, the last train's coming up.
I must go as well.
Yeah, get out of here.
Let's continue this another time.
Get out of here so I can go hang out with, whoever.
Stay at our place. I'll arrange it. See you all tomorrow.
I'm gonna sleep. I'm exhausted.
Okay, can I go out now?
Man, this place is as drab as always.
I have friends to go see. Friends outside the Phantom Thieves. I have a life, you know.
Can I talk?
Oh, my cat won't let me go out again. I've wasted my Saturday on you, Mona. You better make it up to me, Mona.
Hey, what's going on here? You brought over another girl?
That's right, Sojiro. I'm kind of a ladies' man, if you haven't noticed.
Of course it worries me. I'm your guardian. So, you found our cat and even took care of it.
Oh, it wasn't a bother or anything.
I'm the one who took care of you, though.
Morgana, not now.
What's up? You seem happy.
It's been a while since I've had a meal with so many people.
make sure you go home today before it gets too late, okay?
It's fine if you don't want to go home either, you know.
No, I'll go home.
Okay, bye.
If my father suspects something, it'll be more difficult to change his heart, wouldn't it? I'll contact you again, so... Oh, right.
Yeah,
Can
give me
we
your phone
exchange
number.
contact info?
Adding another cute girl's phone into my
Will
my
you be
contacts
okay
list.
on your own? If you need, I can go with you. You belong here, don't you, Mona-chan? Well, yeah.
The matter's been settled. You'll be welcomed into his household.
Excuse me?
You won't officially be registered yet, but isn't that how things are with young people these days? Go prove your sincerity to him. You can do that, can't you?
What the hell does he mean by go prove your sincerity?
So, I'm not even allowed to decide where I will
That's
live, am I?
deeply unsettling. I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Not only do you come home late, you've even stayed out overnight without permission. I thought I had been clear about the friends you choose.
Father, they're not like...
I have my hands full right now with the company. Hello. Yes, it's fine. Go on.
Okay, let's kill this guy. Let's kill him. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Hello? I need to discuss something with everyone. Can we all meet?
Oh, I'm not even getting my Sunday. We can't just let this slide.
Haru, I wonder...
Okie dokie. Here we go again. What's up now?
That's horrible. It's that same fiance guy, right?
Based on what Haru just told us, she'll be taken to his house on October 11th.
Oh, we've got less than a month?
That means our deadline is the 10th.
But if we trigger a change of heart in your father, he'll definitely be taken by the police. The label of a criminal's daughter will forever stick with you. Your current living situation may change as well.
If I accept a happiness based on the misfortune of others, I'll be no better than my father.
Why don't we just change the heart of your fiance for now? That would buy us some time, right?
And to be honest, I've actually left a request on the Phantom Aficionado website before. She did so around the time we were mulling over who to target next. But the Phantom Thieves didn't make a move. That's when I met Mona-chan. I thought it was fate.
That does sound like
I made my
fate.
decision then. If the Phantom Thieves wouldn't act, I'd do it myself.
The mental shutdowns, treasure, and finally, the change of heart. Our interests have come together.
Would you cooperate with us now?
Of course. I should be the one cordially asking to be allowed on the team.
Yeah, you should, actually.
From here on, we may be going up against the culprit behind those mental shutdown occurrences. This will be different from our training in Mementos. You better brace yourselves.
You're suddenly lecturing us?
You're too naive. Haru's barely a hair better than an amateur. She's awakened to her powers, but it's weak.
Okay.
Weak? Really? She can transform at the very least, but to be frank, she may slow us down.
Ouch, that's
I'm
rough.
sorry for causing such trouble.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's actually convenient for us to target that CEO. Check out this news blog.
Yeah.
There's
Check out this
a lot
blog.
of negative comments in regard to the Phantom Thieves. The names of obvious criminals have come up, so why haven't the Phantom Thieves acted yet?
The way they're getting heated is on a different level.
Don't forget about the intel on the mental shutdown cases, all right?
Of course. We'll get them both.
I would get them both if you guys would let me.
October, 10th, was it?
Now, can I
I
please?
can't forgive them.
Can I please? Finally. Finally. And you know what I'm gonna immediately do?
Hey,
Oh, no, it's not even gonna let me call Kawakami.
hey,
And not gonna let me,
Now listen up.
what do you want to do?
not gonna let me do anything
Make sure your
fun.
clothes up.
Not gonna let me do anything fun. I have to sit here and study like a good boy. I don't want to be a good boy. I want to be bad.
Well then.
All right, class. I think that's gonna be our day. We had a great lesson. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it and that you get some good sleep this week. We'll be able to resume Persona 5 on Tuesday, and we will finally get to go out and do some fun stuff and hang out with our boyfriends and girlfriends and all that good stuff. But we're going to take a little raid, and we are going into... Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Let's take a little trip. Take a little trip. Take a little trip. Take a little trip with me. Captain Lucy VT. I suppose so. Why not? Let's start this raid. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, join the Discord. Follow us on the socials. We'll see you all next time. Great to be here with you all. Have a good night. Class dismissed.